All right, punters, dribblers, welcome to another Hello Sport Live, Manly v the Roosters. Joined as always by Edward Simpson of Hello Sport fame, and on the love sack we have the one and only, the People's Beak, Kempy Kemp, Denon Kemp of Bloke in a Bar fame, at Denon Kemp on his Instagram.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
I feel like I've rocked up to a dress-up party in the kit that everyone kind of like semi-agreed to fucking wear every time we did this.
Hang on, can I say, just to stop you there, Denon, are you implying that the bounced out trackies are like dress-up material? Every day, baby.
I thought it was their uniform for this setup. I thought that was the unwritten kind of agreement we'd come to when we all wore them last week.
I am wearing the pants. I just forgot the hoodie, to be honest. Eddie hasn't given a fuck about it at all.
Well, can I tell you where it is?
Where?
It's in the wash basket because it's been worn near to death.
Well, there you go. There's a good excuse.
You know what I mean?
I know, but I do feel like I've come committed, and there's already a crack in the relationship. That's all I'll say. Look, I feel embarrassed. I feel vulnerable right now.
But you look good. You look better than us.
Can I say something? Do you feel unbelievable?
Oh, fuck, I tell you what.
Do you feel like you're wearing a cloud?
You know what is crazy? My missus actually said I looked really good in the suit.
There you go.
You've never looked more fuckable than when you're wearing bounced out trackies by Hello
Maybe
Sport.
when I was about 20 kilos lighter and not fat.
I don't know.
You look better now.
No, dude, you look way better. You look way hotter.
I honestly reckon if you walk back into Red Hill in that and said, give me a contract...
They do it?
I reckon
I don't even think you'd have to say, give me a contract. He walks back into Red Hill. Kevy pops his head out of the office and goes, we'll start ya.
Yeah. How does the C sound next to your name, Devin?
Just while we're on the bounce out trackies, if we get to, I think we're on like 5,500 subs on Instagram. If we get to 6,000, we'll be giving away a case of Bloke, some bounced out trackies, and a punters and dribblers hat, all to one lucky person. So if you aren't subscribed, get fucking subscribing. That's all I can say.
Because to win, you will need to be a subscriber.
Correct. Can you check that?
Yes, you can, because we'll pick a name. If they're not subscribed, you're not getting it.
Perfect.
Move on down the list.
Yep. Because that would be a problem if we pick someone and they weren't subscribed. That would defeat
Well,
the
you
whole
wouldn't
purpose.
get it.
No.
You wouldn't get it. Also, Tom forgot to mention, we'll also be throwing in a couple of Hello Sport stubby coolers. So.
Well, that's part of the dribbler pack. Josh Aloye here, just quickly. I accidentally put him first-time try scorer, but I do have him anytime as well.
Actually, a bit of an exclusive with Josh, the great Josh, in regards to him fighting Paul Gallen.
Yeah.
I wanted to focus completely on footy, but will 100% step in and sign the contract if Manly clear me, and everything is done that way with Dez's blessing. So it looks like Josh wants to stink with Paul Gallen. Very, very keen to get it done.
We are underway here, and the clock is at 39:52, 1, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, and that is on Fox.
That's good counting from you, Tom.
Thank you.
That's a great start.
That's a great start. That's the start we needed. We're off to the start we needed.
Yeah, last week I didn't do it and Kempy did it, and I immediately felt like the loser because it was like I probably should have thought about that. But I was, obviously with a veteran of the live streaming game. So it was a lesson I took on. You don't make the same mistake twice.
No, you don't, Tom. You turn up and you learn from your mistakes and you be better. And that's what Manly's going to do tonight. It's as simple as that. You've set the tempo for the side to follow.
Yeah, I agree. You really have set the tempo for the boys on the field right now, and I think it's going to reflect in their play.
Thank you so much. Kempy, are you backing Manly? I can't remember what you said.
I did back Manly.
Good.
But if Roosters do get the W, it may be the greatest fucking season ever from a Roosters side, because obviously they went back-to-back. But come on, they're missing half their salary cap. Yes, get your salary cap jokes out of the way, blah, blah, blah. But
Has he lost that?
Oh,
thank God.
high tackle.
Way too high. Great start getting an early penalty. It's good vibes, positive vibes.
It's positive vibes. It's a great point you make, Denon. It would be one of the most famous wins for the red, white and blue that we've ever seen. It would also, to just play the other side of the coin, be one of the most devastating losses of my youngish life.
Young life.
You're a whippersnapper.
Yeah, your skin's still tight.
It is still, it's tight. It's tight as fuck. I'm the youngest here, at least of the three of us. 30 and ready to fucking rock and roll. But I think that Tom and I would get licked near to death.
Well, there is certainly that. We have sort of prepared a bunker that we will be heading to straight after the game. In the unlikely event of a Manly loss, we take the licks, but we just will need to be protected. We'll have to hide out for probably a good...
Has anyone ever died from a licking?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, they have.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I've also got it on good authority that Josh Aloiai wants to take it to Jared Weir-Hargreaves tonight, which probably isn't any surprise, but I just have it on good authority that that's something that he's wanting to do.
I'd also like to point out, just in terms of setting the tempo,
hand.
Morgan Harper's first touch catches it.
Good one.
Yeah.
That's a good sign. Catching the first.
Tommy
Here it is.
Tommy!
Oh, Josh. This will be Josh's last game as well if they lose tonight, the Roosters.
Which
Josh
is
has been
bittersweet.
an absolute ornament to the game.
An ornament. It's a great word, ornament.
It is a great word.
It's a hell of a word.
Yep.
If you're an ornament to the game, it should almost be like at the rugby league's night of nights. We've obviously got the immortals,
Yes.
but there should
The
be
ornaments.
the ornaments.
Yeah, you're not an
You know what I
immortal,
mean?
but you're an
You know,
ornament.
But and it might be because you fucking turn up and you ripped and teared every week, and you weren't the best player on the field, but you never missed a tackle and you tried your ass off.
I like it.
And the people loved you.
I honestly think even though it's beneath the immortals in name or I guess standard, I think that due to the fact that it is such a good word, ornament, and it speaks to the punter and the dribbler, it may actually have more buzz around it,
Or
to be honest.
gravitas. Well, you think about someone like Rabs, who obviously probably could be an immortal technically, but can't be an immortal. Rabs is a walk-up start to the ornaments.
Oh, my
He's the first ornament.
He's the first ornament.
He'd carry number one.
Well, let's induct him now into the first. He's the first
Yes.
ornament.
consider himself inducted.
Yep.
He's number one ornament, and there'll be a number of ornaments to follow, but he's number one.
Yeah. Oh.
See, I like this
Fighters
from
attack.
Manly. They're just
like
going
that.
through the middle. They're not getting too fancy.
I'd like Josh not to have the ball on the ground that early, but other than that,
I don't know why players do that, eh? Like, I never used to be, like, get up pushing the ball up, like,
Yeah.
with using the ball.
Hold the
It's
fuck
so pointless.
Oh, like that.
This is better.
That's 2 catches from 2.
Love that. And a set restart on the fifth.
There we go. Come on, let's set the standard now. Let's set the standard early in the going.
That's great. A set restart on the fifth.
Oh, this is good stuff.
Yeah.
This is good stuff.
Yes. Oh, go Ruben. That's
all right.
nice. That's all right.
That's second, Tom. That's
She's
second.
humming. She's definitely humming.
Simple footy. Good to see Lachlan Croker back in the nine. Another set restart.
Big
Love
Kepi
that.
back.
Sean Kepi's starting. For whom? Okay.
Interesting.
Oh,
Josh!
Josh!
He's too busy trying to fight blokes. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Don't have Tommy. That's just a winding, right? That's a rugby league winding.
A whoopple? This could be a whoopple.
Yeah.
Tommy's core's hard as fuck. Come on. Josh.
That's a good chop.
good
Who was
hit.
that? That's a great chop,
20.
number 20.
That was just a good
Ben Marski. Yeah, he's a good player, Ben Marski. Look at that.
This is interesting.
bang. That was a good hit.
Bang, right up under the ribs.
That would have been
Just
fantastic
cool.
for my first try scorer bet.
How
The
many
accidental
times?
bet.
How many times were you winded in your illustrious career?
Surprisingly not as regular as you would think. You know what I mean? Oh, on report, what's Adam doing?
Do we send him off as well?
Oh, they get a penalty. Wow, surely. Oh,
the
late
plot
shot.
thickens.
Late shot on...
Ikavalu on
Wow.
report for being a dog. We love that. What's he done?
Oh, on Tommy. Oh, maybe that was just good from Tommy. A bit of playing possum with that. What a
Dog.
That would have hurt, man.
That would have
Fuck.
hurt so much.
Oh, my
Okay,
God.
let's get settled.
Oh, good. We took the
Repeat
tap.
set. Just think repeat set here, boys.
Oh,
Go, Sean.
go, Big Sean. He's big and tough. Fuck, he's big and strong.
He's big, thick, and strong. And we did say the word off the finals was thick.
Thickness. Yep.
Yep.
There it is! Head high! Oh, he's done it! What a try! Yeah! That might be... Oh, wow! That might be an 8-pointer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tommy, out of the blocks.
Big dicks!
Big Dick City, baby.
Oh, the fuck all bet. It's looking good early. Yes.
Explain the fuck all bet, Eddie. 'cause
I
we've got
will
this-
after we watch Tommy go over. Too big,
Mate,
too strong,
that
too
should be a
powerful.
penalty if they're being, like,
Why?
legit.
What, high?
Yeah, it was a high tackle. Look.
Teddy,
Yeah.
send him off.
Oh, I
can live with that.
I think Teddy's got to go.
If you're over the line like that and Tommy sort of leaps again, that's play on, right?
Yeah, I think so, because you kind of... I mean, that's a head high. Like,
In the in goal. Oh, that's,
Yeah,
the
that's
tackle's
okay.
not
momentum. But I think also, like, it's kind of like they they let the rules lapse a bit because you're fighting to put it down, I think. You know what I mean? It's like a different part of it is a different part of the field. But I'm surprised that, is Teddy getting in trouble at all for this, like on report or?
Try confirm, thank you very much. And now Teddy's probably going to get rubbed out of the game.
You would think. You would think.
Look at this. Oh, my God. He's got to score one
Matty.
more.
Oh, Matty.
Is that his 26th try, Tommy?
Look at this beast.
Fuck.
Okay, good luck, bruh. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck. So for those playing along at home, the bet I have on this week is the fuck all to happen bet, which basically means that Tommy needs to score 2 tries, now just the one. Saab needs to score a try because he leaps over the top of motherfuckers every week and he's elite. That's guaranteed. And Manly to win 13 plus, also guaranteed. That was getting 650 for basically nothing to happen. All Manly needed to do was walk onto the field.
Yeah.
And I got 650. You know what I mean?
He kicks from the left, he kicks from the right. Ruben Garrick, he kicks them all night.
Also a fun stat for those playing along at home. Of all the players on the screen, if you're watching on Fox, Hazem, Ruben, and Brett Hodgson, in any of those 3 years
Where they scored 300
where they
points.
scored 300 points or more, that player's won the comp. Now,
Really?
He
Look
kicks
at that.
from the left,
Oh.
he kicks from the right.
I mean, you don't hit him.
Ruben Garrick, he
He
kicks them all night.
But look at the difference. Like, they go through the middle, they hit short balls, they be patient, and look at how much better they're playing. You know what I mean? They're forcing errors from the Roosters, getting penalties,
Yeah.
giving Tommy space on the edge there, whereas he wasn't getting any space last time. Now, maybe that's Melbourne Storm just doing what Melbourne Storm do, but I think it's more down to the fact that, you know, you weren't seeing DCE trying to fucking score on the first
Be a
set kind of
magician.
thing.
Well, he didn't get a whole lot of ball last time, Tommy.
He didn't really.
Like, he got cut out a lot.
Yeah. Whereas, like, they just, the simple footy. It was really, like, it sounds cliche, but it's been pretty simple footy. Is that out in a full? Oh, wow, this is a bad
Bradley.
start.
Bradley.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
6
Good
from
vibes.
6 completion
Positive
too.
vibes. Really good, honest, positive vibes here.
Another penalty.
Love that.
Another penalty.
My bet, which is kind of like a fucking fair bit to happen, Tommy needs to score 3, which you can sort of set your watch to most of the time. If I go off the random stats guy, he said that Tommy scored a hat trick in 5 of his 7 matches against teams ranked below him. The last 5, like in 5 of the last 7 games he's played of teams ranked below him. So we go Tommy 3 tries, we go Olakawatu 1 and Carl Lawton, and that's paying $161. And Manly 13 plus. That's
That's a given.
That's a given.
I mean, that's not good. All those try scorers into Manly by fucking 1 to 12.
It would be ridiculous.
Highly unlikely.
Here we go.
Out the back.
Oh, yes.
Yes!
Oh, yes.
Yes! Too big and strong. Oh. God, you just back him at every fucking turn.
TBS,
You
TBS,
gotta.
too big and strong.
I tell you what, he's come out fucking raging, ready to go.
Dude, he's a
Keep it
raging
simple,
fighter right
keep it
now.
simple.
Oh, no!
See,
Jason!
this, like, obviously Jason dropped that ball, but you don't need to throw that pass. Like, hit it short and go again. It's
Yeah.
a third tackle. Like, it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. I don't
But if he
understand.
had caught that,
He still would have gone out.
possibly. I mean, I hear you.
The cutout
Oh.
can be overrated.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, hands will do it.
I tell you what, more cutouts do nothing than ones that actually do something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? More cutouts just like they should have just gone through their hands. And
Like the percentage of cutouts through the hands.
Yeah.
Heavily in favour of through the hands.
and so you look at like that, like DC shouldn't have thrown that. He should have, it was third tackle. Look, now they're on their 40.
Tackle's a wig out when you're doing it then.
And again, that's the issue I had last week is like, we're 10 minutes in, build pressure. Like, you don't need to score there.
and give them back the footy.
Yeah, give them back the footy.
On the
They could have
first
got a
tackle.
piece
Hands
of it.
here.
And then Josh Morris just fucking been a handful.
Oh, everyone listening, Josh Morris, Trent Hodkinson, and Brett Morris are launching their own beer next week. I think it's called Cattleman's Beer or something like that, but check their Instagram. You can follow them on Insta. It looks like a cool little drop. I'll hopefully do a taste test soon.
Love that. And for anyone who's wondering, obviously, that's a high shot on Brad
That is a
Parker
high
again.
shot.
I am not breaking my drinking ban. I am having a non-alcoholic beer. So, you know what? I've had half of it, and I feel like I've had 12. I'm bloated as fuck, and I'll probably not get through it. So that's my life now. I can't even drink beer anymore.
Yeah. Tom is,
Maybe I'm just a whiskey man.
Wow.
Go.
Oh, look at that. That's good.
Go.
That's good. That's good.
See,
Yeah, good
and
honest
again,
stuff.
see that's a safe play, not a cutout. He just ran a bit of overs and then hit a short ball.
And
Like
40-20 here for good measure.
Sure.
Well, I was hoping, Eddie.
Yeah. No, but I said sure.
But also, if I'd called it, I look like I know what I'm talking about.
Off the back foot 40-20 when the defensive line set is just, that's one of the great 40-20s all time. Improbable as it may sound, they do happen. And he's lost that. He's got to have lost that. Don't call stripped.
Has he lost it? He has. Look at him. That face is an upset man. Yeah.
You lost it.
Sorry. Are you going to challenge it? Challenge it, you weak dogs. Don't challenge it. Please don't challenge it.
Don't challenge it.
Tom of lightweight fame.
Yeah, he is a lightweight.
That's just a drop.
Because
I hate when they call that a strip. It's like you're supposed to hold the ball so he can't offload. So if he pulls it out,
right, you can wrap up the ball, and if he's the one moving.
Yeah.
Right?
But sometimes they call it strip, and you're like, what do you want him to fucking do? Just like let him offload.
Yeah.
See now here, DC should be just thinking, and Kieran Foran, repeat set, build pressure. They're on the ropes. They've only completed fucking 3 out of 5 sets.
Oh,
great run from the big man.
good stuff.
They went at him there, didn't they? Jesus Christ.
And even if it's not a repeat set, just even if you run it on the 5th, they bring it out from their 10. Oh, fuck, what a shot by Radley. But just build pressure because you've got the team to do it. Clearly, going forward is not an issue for Manly right now. They're fucking big and thick in the middle there.
Yeah.
this is good.
Oh! Wow! It's Kieran Foran!
Yes!
Wow!
Fozza!
He's done it! What a return!
Bruh. Wow. Now,
Fix that.
Thank you. Fuck, KO, honestly,
You explain it.
It's great, but fuck, it lags sometimes. Here we go.
here we go. That was a play and a half.
But
ladies
again,
and
look
gentlemen.
at look at this.
this.
But look how simple the play is. You know what I mean? You're not throwing big cutout balls. You're not trying to do anything crazy. A very simple setup play. That's all they need to do, and
That
they'll
is so
fucking kill
hot,
it.
dude.
That's
Look at
hot as
that.
fuck. Look at this. Okay, brother to brother. Sure. To a veteran.
Brother, veteran.
Brother, veteran.
That's a guaranteed
sure.
try usually.
Huh?
That's a guarantee. If you go brother, veteran,
Yeah.
If you play a brother into a veteran, you will score rugby league tries.
100%.
That we do know.
it's like
We do know.
It's like Mortal Kombat with the codes, like up, left,
Up, down, left circle. Yeah.
That's the exact same thing. Brother,
Yeah.
veteran has to be 200. Has to be 175 plus games.
Definitely.
It's a try.
It's like in GTA when you go up, down, fucking left, right, X,
And
and
a
Y,
tank
and you get all the
falls-
guns.
Yeah.
And you're like, now I'm the king of the
100%.
world. Same thing.
And Desi literally probably showed them on Mortal Kombat, saying, "Boys, this is if
how
you
we
do this
do
play,
it."
this is what happens."
Now, we also, just another bet we've got on, we've got to explain that we've got a few here. We've got the stand-up bet, which is basically Foran to score, Cherry to score, Manly 13 plus, which is where you need your veterans to stand up. You need your premiers to stand up. So
People
that-
with rings.
People with rings. So if they stand up, we win. We win 13 plus. Foran's done a great job for us there, and Ruben Garrick of kicks it from the left and the right and all night fame puts us out to 12.
But what is that like? You need your leaders, particularly those that fucking clean rings every night, like their own ring,
Yeah.
to stand up and set the standard for the rest of the side. You go, you want to know how you win a comp? You fucking follow me, boys. Jump on
Fucking
my
oath.
back.
Yeah, hop on my back.
Hop on it.
Is Foran the Clooney of rugby league right now? He's just getting better with age.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
it was
got
a
a shitload of
I will
Clooney.
say this, and no disrespect to George Clooney, he's now on the other side of the mountain.
You know what he is? He's Brad Pitt.
Yeah, Brad Pitt.
He's Brad Pitt, who's so fuckable
Bro,
and
Brad
has
Pitt's-
been fuckable for 40 years.
Brad Pitt's almost 60, and he was at the tennis next to Bradley Cooper, who was 10 years younger than him, and Bradley Cooper looked like pure shit.
And
Mate, I'm surprised Bradley Cooper didn't get up and leave. When he saw his face on the big screen, I would have been like, I'm not up to scratch.
Nah, fuck this.
I'm not up to it.
100%.
I'm not up to
Wear a Brad Pitt mask or something,
it. I
dude.
know. Shout out to all our Roosters fucking fans watching along. You know what I mean? Woodsy, I'm talking to you, bro. And Richard Casey, I'm talking to you too.
Ollie Arch.
Ollie Arch,
tell you
talking
what.
to you. That's that case of bloke. We've got a case of bloke on it tonight, me and Ollie.
Yep.
The loser pays up, so he's in trouble early.
Clary Bulk of North Bondi Motorino fame. Hope you're well, bro.
Motorino is a clothing company. Go check it out on Instagram,
Yes,
guys.
they
Good
are.
little clothing company.
TJ, you too, you little shit.
Look at that from Jake. Jake's ready to go. He's fucking been fantastic. Here we go. Into the corner.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
Oh,
You know what Manly need? Just a bit of missionary footy for a bit. That's
Yes.
it. And then they can get the weird anal beads out towards the end, get
100%.
Tommy's big cock out.
Well, that's it, Denon, and you've made a tremendous point. One does not. whip out the anal beads from the get-go.
No, dude.
Because you know what? Then you've got someone calling a cab, getting the fuck out of your house. and you're probably going to put on some sort of fucking sex watch list. You know what I mean? Start with the missionary, build into it.
Yeah, build into it.
And I think that was the issue last week. They whipped the anal beads out too quick.
Yeah.
DCE got a bit excited. And
Oh, you got very excited.
Well, they just, I mean, it's they didn't fit. You know, you can't just pop the thick end of the anal beads. You've got to work your way in.
you got to work your way into it.
I've always said that.
Jesus Christ, you're starting with beads the size of a Coke can. Like, that's not going to work.
Oh, wow. Harper's
Adam
having a
Kieran
blinder.
drops the ball fame.
Harper's having a blinder.
Good Morgan.
Love that from Morgan.
It's a good bounce back already. But
Tell
I mean,
you what, Morgan looks very zen tonight.
yeah, he was panicky last week.
He was flushed.
Yeah, he
Yes.
was a Morgan in the headlights. Now he's fucking just.
Ripe for the picking,
Yeah.
like Spotlight and Ruse.
I tell you what, Jake Dravojevic has been fucking.
He's been getting through a mountain of work.
Oh, I mean, he's been doing what he's doing, toiling. He's just a toiler.
Yeah, work by the mountain load.
I see a place in the future when Jake's said and done, whereby he becomes an ornament.
Oh,
Oh
fuck
my
yeah.
God, Tommy is going
Thomas!
skits. Thomas is going crazy.
This is a doubt me at your own peril game at the moment.
Yeah. Oh,
Give it.
Yeah, 6 again, baby.
Adam Kieran have knocked the ball on fame. That's unfortunate.
That's okay.
I do rate Adam Kieran. I'm hanging shit on him, but I do actually think he's been he's like excelled with his opportunity for the Roosters this year. And he's actually a half, isn't he?
Yeah, he came over as like a 6. Couldn't get a start at the Warriors. Now he's in a fucking
Roosters side.
Roosters side. No, look, who have they got? They got Billy Smith to come back next year. Josh Morris obviously retiring.
Tupanua. Suwali.
Who will they play?
Suwali.
Who will they play at the other?
That's what I'm thinking, that Kieran could maybe like get a spot there.
Yeah, I think
Because you've
that
got
makes sense.
Suwali on one centre. You got Joey Manu.
Oh!
Oh wow!
Fucking oh!
That's what I'm talking about. DCE with a fantastic left foot, winding back the clock, foreign,
Get
and
on
then
the bar.
DCE.
Pay that bet out now. Pay it out now.
Holy shit!
Pay it out now, baby. Yes.
Look at this play.
Look at this play.
Oh,
See ya.
wow.
See you later.
Whoops. Please don't take it off him.
Oh, they're
Just
going
give
to
the
like
try.
hold in maybe. He got held in like
Who?
I'm, no, I'm not saying I saw it, but I think
I
that's
saw
what,
that was what they were complaining
yeah,
about.
complaining about. Yeah.
Who's held in?
Oh,
for
not
fuck's
much.
sake. There's
Fuck
no
me.
holding
Nothing
there.
in
Oh,
it.
look at that step. Freddie Fittler would have fucking loved a step
Well,
like
mate,
that.
he's taken. You know what he's done? He's gone to the Freddie Footler handbook and gone, how do you fucking step off your left, baby? That's how it's done.
Oh, that's so hot, Eddie.
That's so hot. That is so hot. Try confirm. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Book
so
it.
much.
Pay that out, baby. Yes, please.
I need to sincerely apologise to the betting agencies of this great nation for just cleaning you out.
And I hate to say it, but again, straight, direct, missionary footy
Yep.
is getting the job done through the middle.
Yeah, dude.
Matty, look, we'll leave it. I was about to say, Matty, put a green tick next to that bet.
No,
But we can't
don't.
yet.
No,
it's bad
don't.
juju. It's bad juju. I stopped myself.
You had a testy pop then as
And
well.
I did. I did.
Is it like that's always frustrated me? Is like the whole like get a blowout or testy pop. It's like, is there any evidence to suggest that is the case? Like that's why you have that.
When your voice is
inflection?
breaking, absolutely.
Yeah, I understand that, but after it, you know what I mean?
No. It's just more like you still refer to it as a testy
Yeah,
pop. 'Cause
okay.
That's what it is when you're 14,
But
15.
it is a testy pop.
It is a testy pop. But I tell you what, like,
But it's not your classic. I'm going through puberty.
Testy
my
pop.
voice is breaking.
Yeah.
And you have testy pops every what?
Fair.
bro,
Do you have them daily?
The testy pop could sink even the most confident young man in a high school setting.
Yeah, you could be king of the playground.
You could be king of the playground.
You could be chest haired up at an early age, couple of facial hairs on the
Got
go.
the hottest girl in the class.
Yeah, and you're a motherfucker.
And then you have a testy pop doing a public speaking thing in front, your English speech or some shit. Testy pop, you are a loser.
You got to move schools.
Yeah, you do.
You got to move schools.
Yeah.
So we got some questions here, boys. What favorite vape flavor?
Great.
Mate. look,
Oi, call held, can we?
Is he going to hold him till the fucking next game or what?
I'm running a blueberry raspberry at the moment, but I don't really care.
Don't really care?
I don't mind the grape, but to be honest, I quit vaping, and then once we heard that Manly players were vaping around the pool at the Twin Waters, I felt like it was only right that I was vaping every time I watched
And
Manly.
can I say something, Tom? You fucked me. I hadn't vaped for like 8 weeks, 10 weeks. And then you were like, let's get a vape. And I was like, ooh, like I'm on a pretty good run here.
Same, dude. Same. Bad decision.
I'm on a great run.
Yep.
But also, I'm going to go along with it because I saw the synergy.
Yep.
And I'm like, you know what? I got to play my role. I have to play my role in all of this.
Well, it's a nut truck for you.
I was trucking up for my side.
Yeah.
But have I been pounding it all week? Sure.
Dude,
Sure.
Same.
Sure. Have I regressed?
I took mine out for a run today.
Relapsed?
No, you didn't. No, you
No
didn't.
way.
Thomas, that is lowbrow.
It was lowbrow, dude.
That's
I
so
didn't have it
low.
while running, but I consciously, as I'm
but
leaving,
it was in the pocket as you're moving. That's no good.
So here's some more questions,
That's
boys.
no
Kempy, next lippy dribbler. I'm not sure. Like, are they asking?
Ooh, yeah. Would you want to be the lippy dribbler?
Oh, okay. I mean, what is it though?
Well, so you basically got to pick some bets.
Okay. Yeah. Shit. Yeah. Sweet.
Fucking oh.
Oh, he's knocked it on.
Hey, Teddy.
Wow. Very uncharacteristic.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, lock that in, Kempy.
Another question. Story behind Kiama Knight's jersey in the background of the potty. That was because I went down there to do a beer taste testing, and they gave me a jersey to wear. Did Eddie supply the boys with cornflake cookies pre-game? No.
No, I didn't.
No, which I think is actually a real fucking. That's a letdown on your part.
You know what? When Manly's playing again next weekend, I will whip up a batch for the boys.
Yeah.
I will do that. And it'll be our halftime entertainment. I'll sub out the Oranges.
Oranges. You still fucked it up. You fucked it up. Like,
Origins.
what is wrong with you, dude? Oranges. That was.
What the fuck?
Look,
And
punters
I'll
and
sub
dribblers,
in the cornflake cookies.
keep an eye on Eddie for the next 15 minutes.
Oh,
and
also
make sure he's
just quickly, guys, with
losing
the
consciousness.
beer soon shirts. If you haven't received them, there was a massive delay with Australia Post, so it was on the news. Basically, I think like hundreds of people had to isolate and they had to shut down, whatever. So the beer soon shirts have all 100% been sent from our side. It's just now a matter of Australia Post, doing their job. So hopefully that delay ends. But they've all been sent 100%.
Yeah.
We have a long storied history of Australia Post issues.
No one has a longer tail than us.
No.
No one.
Honestly.
Look, things get delayed. You know what I mean?
Sometimes I think that they deliver parcels the same way a paperboy does, where he just pegs it out of a fucking bike.
Well, sometimes when you're like, okay, so something that I sent to Perth's landed. That's landed, but, something Cremorne when it was sent in fucking Mossman. No,
hasn't got there
still
yet.
not
Okay.
there. Still not
Oh, I hate how
And
they
then you
rock.
filled an email. I was like, where the fuck is it? I'm like, check the tracking code, bro. And he's like, well, it's saying it's sitting in bloody Mossman. And I'm like, well,
Can't help you.
can't help you. But to Denon's point, they have been sent. They are out and about. They are with Australia Post. And to them, we wish them good luck.
I hate how Ozpost, when they drop packages off, they buzz the bell, and then within 10 seconds they buzz it again. It's like, bro, I'm not fucking sitting at home next to my fucking intercom waiting for you to buzz. Like, be patient.
Oh, go, Ruben!
Oh,
Why?
video ref. Why did he not allow that?
Are they saying he didn't catch it?
No, he did catch it in the
I know
thing,
he did, but I'm trying to work out if they. What was wrong with that? Do all the players
That's
retreating
fucking
have to be
bullshit.
behind the 20?
I think so.
That may have been it, in which case that's fucking not ideal. Someone asked me if I'd box the CEO of Australia Post. As long as it's a man, yes. And as long as they're over like 70.
Okay, here we go. Got a replay here.
Yeah, he was easily in. Okay, so he's pointed to it. Everyone's back.
Everyone's
offside.
behind us. Oh, no,
Oh,
fuck.
no,
Who was
Jakey.
that?
I think it's Jake.
Jakey. He's too tired fucking
Mate, he's
having a
been working
dig.
his dick to the bone.
How many
Yeah.
tackles has he made, Dior?
Probably at fucking 20 or something.
And the rest. Oh, go! What?
Was it forward?
What?
All right, he wants to get him back into the game. I see this. This is what we call a cut and dry rugby league even up, a get square.
A get square. We see him all too often. Look, Jake has been on fire tonight. What?
Oh, for fuck's sake,
What?
that wasn't forward.
What?
Are they
Surely
saying this
not.
is forward?
Yeah.
No, they're not.
No, maybe obstruction. No,
Obstruction
he's
with all the
No.
content?
Forward.
that wasn't forward.
That is disgraceful.
Oh no, obstruction. But he played
big
up.
fella.
He played up.
Was that okay? Well, was that maybe a harsh obstruction call, or am I just too one-eyed here?
It was hard. No, it wasn't that harsh because he couldn't. He actually, because like it's not just about being blocked as in like, oh, I couldn't tackle him. It's also like not being able to see the player. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, so if I can't see that, like I can't make the decision. A lot of people get too caught up in, oh, but he never would have got there. But it's like, yeah, but his decision making might have been different if he could see the player.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong. Some of the fucking obstruction calls are ridiculous.
No, that's fair enough. Oh, that's good hands.
Oh,
We're all there, though.
we are all there.
See how they're all connected there? They all decided to come in as one rather than one shooting out, one staying back. So clearly they've done a bit of work on it.
Fuck, Jake can tackle. I know that wasn't a particularly good one, but it's just that like getting
He
into
just
the right
chops them
position.
low, bro.
He makes it look effortless. See how they didn't come in together? See how one of them went in and one of them didn't follow?
Yeah.
I'm with you.
It's shit play.
I'm seeing it.
But I don't think Brad Parker needed to go in
Could
then.
you get me a beer, my brother? Thank you. Denon, as we
thank
ignore
you.
the Roosters' try, Lachlan Croker versus Carl Lawton at 9 last week, is that playing a big difference?
Oh,
do you think?
massive,
Yeah.
massive. Just with this try here, really poor read from Brad Parker.
Yeah.
He needed to trust that Foran would turn out. Now, I'm not sure whether Foran wasn't talking to him. But in saying that, if Brad Parker goes in, Garrick has to follow him. So Garrick's got to go in there. Boom, straight away.
Yeah.
And he probably would have whacked Teddy as well if he had gone in. So that's kind of a mixture of, it's a mixture of, it definitely, like, Brad should have not have gone in. But if your centre goes in, you have to follow. But it's a great play from fucking Teddy. Fuck, he's good.
A question here, Kempy, with Toto out, do you think Eels are a genuine shot at beating the Riff?
I don't know. Like for example, like I read a good stat today. I think it was fucking great James Hooper that brought it up. Like even guys like Fisher Harris, that was Parker. Good play from Tedesco. Even guys like Fisher Harris have their average meters since, because he went away, I think to have a baby.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Since he's come back, his average meters has more than half, from 150 to 70.
Really?
And so I wonder, like with a guy like that, you know, when you have maybe like you have a kid and like he's not going to mellow out forever, but that initial period after having the kid, maybe it's like he just wants to be around it. You lose that aggressive edge.
Yep.
And so I wonder whether that's he'll probably get it back, but that's what's.
I got mine back.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the pads know it too.
Great kick.
Ooh, that's a great kick.
That's a great kick. Ruben would have kicked it.
So I just don't know what Penrith are going to turn up. If Penrith turn up and rip and tear, then I think they can win convincingly. But if they turn up and they don't lack the energy, the problem is that Fisher Harris is usually the one that leads that energy, and he hasn't been the last few weeks. So it's going to be very interesting.
And were you not saying earlier that Brian Toto's out?
Yeah,
That's what
that
we were
was the
saying.
question was
That
about
was
Brian
the
Toto.
catalyst for the
And
question.
he's like coming out of trouble. He is so important for them. So it absolutely could. It's outside of Cleary, it's one of their biggest outs.
If they shut down Cleary to a certain degree,
Yeah, absolutely,
And
absolutely.
our just
Sorry, I
to
was
cut you off, Rain Man on About Even, Michael Pride had some illuminating stats the other day around elite halfbacks, or just halfbacks generally, when they run the footy more
than their average run.
than
meters.
their average. So if a halfback runs the footy more than their season average in a particular game, the percentages of winning go through the roof. So
Wow.
Mitch Moses last week, when he ran the footy a fuckload against the Knights, like he was the difference
Yeah.
in a lot of ways.
And I think that was the same with Adam Reynolds against Penrith.
Right,
And
it's-
Mitch and Cleary ran for like fucking significantly under his average.
It's so important because that's a knock on,
Yeah,
surely.
we call that a knock on in rugby league.
How's that not a knock on?
Oh, okay.
It's so important because A, it gets them physically in the game, but B, it just forces defence to go, fuck, I actually have to mark him now. I can't just slide off and not take him seriously. Oh! He's a beast.
God, he's so quick.
He's
Oh,
having.
no.
Oh no!
Tom.
Tom,
Don't do that,
That's all
Tom.
right. Walk it
No,
out,
you
brother.
walked
Walk
that
it
one
out.
off.
Walk it out. He's just walking it at Tom. It's just a niggle.
Tom's had a fucking perler of a
He's had a
game.
ripper.
Oh. Yeah, like running the ball, and a lot of it is to do with like just getting their heads in the game for the physicality of it. You know, you want them to always be thinking run first to a degree because
Yep.
if there's half a gap, even just getting a quick play the ball helps a lot. You know, even they're hard to come by, and if you can get that, that's going to hold up. Holy shit!
That's a great kick.
Oh, he's going to play that he got hit around the face there, surely.
Oh, that's good from Tedesco.
Good on him.
He could have stayed down there. That's
I'm
fucking fair play
respecting
for
that.
him.
I'm
But of
respecting
course,
that.
Teddy gets out. He's such a.
He's so fucking strong and
He's
good.
so strong, and he's got such a low center
Yeah.
of gravity.
Yeah, he's
Like much like a Brian Toto, like
Yeah.
hard to tackle.
he honestly.
he seems to be hard to tackle.
People don't actually appreciate how consistently fucking amazing Tedesco is.
How many years would you say he's been great for?
At least 3. This is the 4th. We're coming into the 4th great year. Like, we're coming into the 4th, in my opinion, him having GOAT years. Like, you could take any of the last 3 years and compare that to Billy Slater's best year, and maybe it isn't better, but it's not far off being... It's definitely comparable. Definitely comparable.
Well, the thing about Teddy though, as well, is like a Cameron Smith. How many 6 games has he had?
Yeah.
Like out
Yeah.
of 10. How
Yeah,
many
it's
5
crazy.
games out of 10 has he had?
It
They're
honestly-
all 8s and 9s, really.
100%. And that's what's absolutely insane is that you could honestly maybe 10 games over the last 4 years where he was at a 7. Maybe.
Yeah.
Never at a 6. I've never seen Teddy play
he
a
doesn't know what the
6.
fuck 6 means.
Nah.
No idea.
So, Teddy's just fuck. He's a victim
Go,
of his...
Martin!
He's been good since he come on, Martin, actually. I actually like Marty coming off the bench.
I don't mind Marty off the
this is
bench.
better.
Oh, Brad with a big, strong, red-headed run.
Oh, no!
No! Tom!
Don't put that on me.
See, that's
It's
the...
a little bit of commentator's good. It's a little
That separates like the real good teams from a Storm and that. Their outside backs don't make those errors. Like if a forward makes that errors, you can cop it because they're the forwards. They're in the middle working their dicks off. But as a back, you always want to say, I'm not going to be the one to relieve pressure. Because right now, you could have just got a repeat set. They're starting. You know what I mean? There's so much that could have happened from that
That was
unforced
a kick
error.
to the dick, that one.
Oh, and then they got the hot boy up just to
He's so
intimidate.
hot. Like, when he actually becomes a bit more of a man, like a bit more of a beard grows in, he thickens out. My God, he could be on a fucking...
He reminds me of an androgynous model.
Yep, I agree with that. Genderless model.
Yep.
Yeah, he could be like in like a futuristic movie as like literally the hot male or female, but you don't know which one it is.
Yeah, he could be both. He could be a hot male, and then it's like also he acts as the hot female.
And like he could just tuck his dick between his legs in some scenes.
Well, if it's nudes, then sure. Or they could CGI it. But I mean,
Well, he could just go the classic tuck.
but also
It's a
if
classic
you
thing.
just you
Classic
grow,
tuck.
grow the bush out, then classic tuck.
Yeah.
so you know how there's like
Bring the bush back, but tuck.
you know how there's certain things that like babies
Oh.
do naturally with instinct, like when you put them near like grass, they pull their feet up and that.
Say that again. Babies do that.
Well, you know how there's certain things that humans do that are like natural instinct, like they
Like I think it's like when you put a baby underwater, they naturally they
a
instinctively
certain
hold their
age.
breath.
yeah, because it's like it's biologically in them. I don't think anyone.
That's a great fucking.
I don't think any kid has ever been taught the tuck, but every kid knows the tuck.
Yeah. Well, the tuck's just an instinctive bit of a bit of giggle. You
And
know
that-
what I mean?
well, that's what I'm saying though. So is it instinctual in us to tuck the cock?
Well, I would say this, Denon. For how many thousands of years have we been getting giggles from the tuck?
I'd
Who was
say-
the first to
Oh, what a pill! That's nut! That's nut! He's not gonna make. Oh, yes! That's nut on chest. That's nut on chest. That's
Almost
when a
had-
cutout
almost
ball.
passed
That's
out from
when
the
a
screen.
cutout ball works.
You know who tucks, baby? Morgan tucks.
Oh, he
tucks.
tucks.
He's
Of
tucking
course
right
he
now.
tucks.
Morgan tucks.
Saab tucked it before the game. He needs.
They're all tucking, baby.
I think Saab tucks it as he's running here, Dan.
Look at this, he tucks it.
Tucks it right there.
Tucks it. Oh, that's tuck.
Look.
No, this is tuck. Morgan's tucked it.
You
That's how he
can't-
gets to the line. He tucked
You
it.
can't hit speeds that Saab hits without a tuck. Everyone knows that. That's science. That's physics. There's a clear tucking motion before he catches the ball.
Oh, that's
debate
good
me.
rugby
As
league.
we've said time and time again, Denon. The great Matt Shervington, the lunchbox Shervington, had he
Yes.
tucked, would have broken 10 seconds.
100%.
Simple as
10
that.
that could have been.
Sub 10.
And he knows it.
And
what, you're telling me that Jason Saab doesn't know it?
Oh, of course he knows it.
You're telling me that Morgan Harper doesn't know it?
That's how you win prems, by tucking.
You got to tuck. If you want to win a comp, you must tuck.
You must tuck.
Look, and it's also it's a representation of pride. Like Shervo, yes, you had a great lunchbox, mate. A great lunchbox. We all appreciated it. But if you just tucked it once, you would have been the first bloke in Australia to break the 10.
And the first
Not
white
only
man to win an
that, the
Olympic
first
gold.
white man in history to break 10.
All because
That
he
was
didn't
there
tuck.
for that was right.
That
for
was
the
all
ticket.
there because he didn't tuck.
Yeah.
And now some Frenchman named Lamarche has got it.
Yep.
And it's all your fault because you didn't tuck.
But I will say this, though. If we're talking about ornaments to the nation, I would put Shervo's hog as an ornament to, the country itself. Obviously, he chose ornament over sub 10 and a tuck, but it's still an ornament. Still something that, I'm surprised it's not on, a stamp.
Look, it's the most costly untucking of all time, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know.
Probably got him some action, though.
Look, I think the
Ruben.
I think the sub 10 would have got him.
You're
more.
right. It would have got him plenty more. And a lot more cash.
But it
I'd
is.
say this. If he broke 10, he's on a stamp.
And you know what?
True.
He might be on the coin.
True.
We might have fucked off the kangaroo and put the bloody lunchbox on there.
On the coat of arms. It's a roo and a fucking
and a
and
hog.
Shervo's fucking dick.
I'd fucking be proud of that as an Aussie.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's something you can hang your hat on as a nation.
Well, yeah.
legitimately.
I mean, no pun
something we
intended.
can all be
Quite
proud of.
literally.
Something we can all be proud of. You can hang your hat on it. Fucking oath.
But
Hang a tent on it.
well, I think that a lot of skins companies should bring out skins that actively tuck when you hit certain speeds.
But also, maybe just an extended pouch for you to, tuck and sort of tie off.
Yeah, so it's like a drawstring that comes up and you just, as you run, it tucks.
You pull it and it just drags it back.
Yeah, drags it back into your gooch. Gooch technology.
It's like a parachute ripcord. You just pull it and it just goes...
Yeah. As you're running, they've got little things on the side of their pants. Bang.
Yeah, I like
But
that.
you accidentally pull too hard and it goes in your own ass.
Well, I mean...
If the situation
Calls for
requires it, mate. If you've got ripping and tearing to do. Ooh, that bounced.
Boom. Oh no, that's not good. Someone just got knocked down. I think it was Croker, and he's been fucking. Oh no, he's good. He's good.
fine.
He's
Fine.
fucking. Oh, it's foreign. Of course he didn't get knocked out. It's fucking foreign.
Oh, and they've knocked that on. That's a Roosters knock on, is it? Penalty. Great. Terrific. What for? Being too good at tackling?
Oh, I think it's a cut and dry even up, Tom. You see him all the time.
Oh, just another countdown. We're at 5 minutes, 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. That's 5 minutes, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Sorry, boys. 1 second.
The score, obviously 24-4 in favour of Manly, the greatest club of all time. He's lost that. He had to play the ball.
Oh, wow. Oh, penalty.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Wow. That was dubious. That was very dubious.
I think, you know what that is?
An even up?
No, he's gone. Who's tackling him? Martin Tapau. Oh, he's prone to a fucking penalty.
Forward.
Now, Brad.
Yeah,
that's what you
stay
do
out.
there.
Nice,
Oh,
Bradley.
that's a good tackle. That's a
Fuck,
manly
Satili's
tackle.
good. Satili's so fucking good.
Is this his second year? So is this like his second year?
Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, it is his second year. I went and had lunch with B Moz and J Moz at the start of this year, and we are just chatting because they were just it was just like a meeting about their beer and just trying to help them out or whatever. Anyway, they were like, I was like, oh, how's Angus going? Fuck, he had a good year last year. And they're like, man, you should see Satili. Like, he hasn't even reached, close to his potential. Oh, that's a knock on there.
Knock on as well.
How old is Satili?
I think he's at 23, 24.
Fuck, is he?
He's a beast.
But he's kind of just hit the ground running. He's just got better and better and better.
Mate, and they reckon, at training, he fucking waxes blokes.
Which I imagine, and I can only refer back to when I played at school, but when you would train against someone who was
24 years old.
Trained really hard, I was not one of those people. It would just suck.
Well, Angus is like that as well. So Angus is like notorious for it. But what is good is they got these two edge back rollers that battle each other at training, which is what you want. You want them battling each other.
I remember Sam Burgess said that when Angus Crichton first went to the Rabbitohs. He was like, "You don't want to train with Angus Crichton. He's a motherfucker."
And like just real
but that's like
solid.
such a mentality, right? Like I respect that so much in footballers, where even at the top level there are some that are just that even the best of the best don't want to fuck with.
This is the law of training going 100 miles an hour. If you come out and train your dick off and then go out in the field and run like a cat, you're a dog. So like, so that's when
the law of training. I love
to
that.
Run like a cat, you're a dog.
Yeah.
Well, you're a cat dog.
Yeah, cat dog. And no one likes cat dog. But like, so there's no one ever blows up and goes, "Oh fuck, don't train so hard." If you do that on the field as well. Right. But if you carry on like a bully and you're like bashing outside backs at training and that, but then you get on the field and fucking go to water against, like you don't play like that, that's when the team will be like, "Bruh, fucking pull your head in." Like,
you're a cat dog.
Yeah.
You're a full-blown cat dog.
Full-blown cat dog.
Oh, son! How, like...
Kieran got up. Kieran was blowing up. A croak has been so important for you guys. So just you guys look like the Manly Seagulls. Last time, obviously the anal beads didn't help, but you just didn't look. Look at that footwork. Look at that footwork from the big boy.
But isn't that crazy though, right? I know we've sort of gassed up Croker intimately throughout the year, but just how important he has now become. Whereas there was a time early on in the season where it was just kind of like he was just plugging a hole.
Yeah. Oh, he's like, if I'm Manly, I'm re-signing him for at least 2 to 3 years, maybe even 3, because you're going to get him for cheap, play a bunch of different positions, and you guys have potentially gotten to a prelim with him. So it just helps your salary cap.
Oh, that's forward, right?
And we don't know where Manasi's
You
at.
don't know. No. And again, that's still against the court, so we don't know what's going to happen.
No, I'm just, what I mean by that is like, we don't know when the court case is going to go through, whether like which way that leans. Like it's a big unknown, right?
But even to the extent of, the thing with Nasi is he's such a fucking good hooker and so flashy that he may eventually get to a point where he demands,
shitloads of cash.
Yeah, whereas like Croker, he's that guy that you're never going to have to pay fucking massive overs. So sometimes it's better, not to say that it would have come to this, but that's why I would lock him up for 3 years or so now, because he's proven his worth.
Tom illuminated me today to Fanu's dimensions. 6'1", 97 kilos.
Nasi? Yeah, he's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
Big boy.
I saw him at Brookie once and I was like, holy shit, you are bigger than what I imagined.
Even Teddy's bigger than, I think Teddy's like 6 foot. But he doesn't look like it on the field because he's slow.
But
he's also surrounded by giants.
He does run low though.
Man, I got so much respect for Teddy not staying down with that head high.
Yeah.
Huge game. Could have stayed down. Didn't.
Teddy's class is fucked.
Yeah.
Teddy's class.
Teddy's class. And we've said before, when it comes to the Roosters side, like there are teams we hate and they're easy to hate, but like the Roosters have got such great players and players that you sort of like. Oh, another knock on. Players that you sort of really like and respect.
The Roosters, as a club,
great first half.
I have to hate. You know what I mean?
What's
from rivalry, but like the players.
He's looking at Marty Tapau here.
Oh, it's captain challenge. I thought he was looking at it. I was like, come on, bro. Just let the fucking game go.
What do they challenge? So do they challenge what they think here? I mean, it's...
Potential penalty? What would be the point?
Well, that's a rugby league knock on. But that's
I think they're looking for a penalty. But come on, he thought he was going to get the ball.
They're 100% looking for a penalty. Challenge successful.
Oh, come on.
That's such bullshit. Like it's the Roosters using it smartly in terms of like they're just playing what they're using.
Oh, it's smart from the Roosters, but it's also like
it's kind of like a bit of a blight, right? Like that wasn't a fucking penalty.
But it's like they don't, like, refs don't understand. If Marty doesn't make the decision to tackle him there, and Tedesco does grab the ball, he gets beaten. So Marty has to go, I've just got to assume that he's going to get the ball. It was Teddy leaving the ball. Like, Teddy dummied, you know?
Teddy went for the ball and missed it.
That's what I mean. Like, so, like, this idea that Marty is supposed to wait until he catches it, then try to tackle him. He's already gone then. He's already a metre past
Too
him.
late. Yeah.
I hate how refs do that. It
If
pisses
there's
me
any
off.
justice in the world of rugby league, Adam Kieran is going to grub at this piece of shit.
Well, the rugby league gods work in mysterious ways, Tom, as we've talked about this at length.
We have.
But if I know the rugby league gods
As well as you do.
as well as I do.
Well, you've got him on.
How well do you know the
Dial
rugby league gods?
pretty well. I think he shanks it, Dannon.
Got him on speed dial.
I think he's going to be a rugby league shank.
Old fashioned or new school shank?
Devo.
Oh.
Devo.
Just an inch. Needed another inch. 24-6. That's a good half of rugby league, Tom.
That is a good half of rugby league.
It's where we wanted to be.
Shoot your questions through, guys, and we'll answer. Now that it's half time, we'll interact
We'll interact with you.
with you.
Kempy, would you rather fight Tom or Eddie?
Honestly, I hate them both equally. So
Thanks, bro.
That's fair. But I mean, honestly, can I ask this then, a follow-up question? How quickly would you do the double underhooks to the ground and then ground and pounders? Because that'd probably happen pretty quick, wouldn't it? Because I can't defend a takedown to save my life.
I wouldn't want to hurt you. And yeah.
And I wouldn't want to be hurt by you.
I just think it'd ruin the working relationship. I don't know. I wouldn't be comfortable getting on camera knowing I'd been flogged near to death.
No.
You know what I mean? It's not something you can bounce back
We
from.
said this at the start, but if we get to 6,000 subscribers, we're going to give away a bounced out Trackies dribbler pack, which is the Trackies punters dribblers hat, 2 stubby coolers, and a case of bloke in a bar. So just so you know, you got to be subscribed to win it. We'll pick one.
We're not there yet.
We're not there
And
yet.
if we don't get there yet,
then
no
fuck
one
it.
gets it. It doesn't fucking no skin off our back. I couldn't give a
I
fuck.
think it's skin off your nose, but I think it's
For your
still...
ball sack.
ball sack.
Oh, sack.
Okay, what questions? Okay, Tom versus MGK. Who wins? I'm backing Tommy
I'm backing
there.
me with that one.
Yeah, I
I'm
think so.
backing me on MGK.
Machine Gun Kelly?
Please.
Fuck.
The guy-
Who wrote that?
He had jewels on his face.
Scott.
And he's a spacer guy.
He's,
Whether or not he had him in,
he's had him before.
He's had him before.
He's had him before, which, as we know, is that's a red rag for me.
And you can't be like, oh, but his lobes are sweet. He's had lobes. He's
Had
lobe
lobe
job.
work. He's
had
also
lobe
like a
work.
human ibis, so I reckon I'd take him.
He's had lobe work.
Someone said, Kempy, what's your beef with DCE? Neck versus beak. There's no beef. I'm a huge fan of DCE. Did I not call correctly the way that Manly
100%.
should
You've got to
play?
be able to. It'd be weird if you weren't speaking your mind about how you see the game and just sucking someone off.
Yeah. Well, you get to sit on the love sack and suck everyone off. You'd be like, that's just, it wouldn't make for good viewing.
No, you'd
If
see
Cherry
right through
Evans
it.
is jamming in or he gets a defensive read wrong, Denon points it out. He also points out the fucking good he does. He's obviously a great player because he's a fucking captain of Queensland.
Fucking oath, he's played good tonight, that's for sure. Same with all of Manly players have played fucking good tonight. Maybe few errors from a few players. Outside of that, they've been fucking... Matt
Tippity
Wright is... Oh, it's Travis Dobson. Tom is beta as fuck. Wow.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to argue against that when I am sitting here drinking a non-alcoholic beer and talking about fighting birds. So I do see where you're coming from, and I do have to respect that dribbler's opinion. What's his name?
Tom.
But he hasn't seen,
Oh, no, I
he
don't
hasn't
fight.
seen you at full flight.
He hasn't seen me, if he'd seen me whipping around Centennial today with a vape in my pocket, he would have been like, oh, okay, I get it now.
I get it now.
I get it now.
You got to see it to believe it, kind
Yeah,
of thing.
you know what I mean? I'm a shower.
You're a presence kind of guy. Well, like once you're in your presence, you feel
go,
it.
oh, this guy might be the most alpha man I've ever
Someone said Eddie's the best looking man in rugby league earlier.
Some guy actually said, Eddie, for as long as you live, you've got a seat on his face.
Mate, if I ever need a seat, I'll sit down, bro.
Kempy, would you have played 300 games if you tucked? Yeah, obviously.
Yes.
That's
Yes, he
a pretty obvious
I think
answer.
that goes without saying.
I think
doesn't it?
tucking technology only really came into prominence after you'd retired, unfortunately.
Yes,
You know
yes.
what I mean?
There's not much to tuck, but I would give it a good
Yeah,
well.
give it
Well, it's
crack.
much like, we've been illuminated to, the pitfalls of concussion now.
Yeah,
Much like that, we've been illuminated to the advantages of a good tuck.
exactly. Well, friend of the show, Luke Bracey, they're saying going to star in a sort of concussion-esque film in Hollywood called Tucking.
It's genius.
Yeah.
He gets concussed and he's trying to come back and he hasn't quite got it, and then he tucks and then he rips and wins a comp.
Yeah.
Starring Luke Bracey and Tom and Eddie cameo.
Yeah, we cameo. We're the coaches.
Because as he's coming back, he goes back to Div 2 Oztag. And obviously, that's where I am.
And you obviously, you tuck for him for the
And
first time.
I tuck for him in Div 2 Oztag. Like he's playing a Barry, like
No,
dropping
you know
all this
what?
nut. And I tuck him and he's like, holy shit.
You
he
could
scores
be
50 tries.
like you could be the old grizzled like
Mr. Miyagi type.
you know back in my day we had this old tradition, mate. There's no science behind it, but
But just trust me.
let me show you. And then like you're in the shower together, and you tuck it, and he goes, oh.
Yeah, but it's like fully like above board. But
It's
you
above
are,
board.
But you are
And
tucking him in the shower.
I'm tucking him in the shower and I'm old and grey and I'm like 34. Because I'm grey as
The
fuck
local
now.
legend of Div 2, like,
Yeah,
how does
yeah.
he do it?
Yeah. I'm a vibe down there.
Yeah.
Bro. Just tucking blokes.
Just tucking blokes.
Tucker Simpson. Oh, you
There
mean old
is-
Tucker Simpson?
Yeah, Tucker Simpson at the Wentworth Park Oztag, where we play a bit of Div 2 in the winter because they got lights. There is a demandable building with showers in there.
Oh.
And that's where I see myself tucking blokes.
Yeah, well, I think that's a perfect scene.
You
We
know,
get council
the
approval.
old demandable toilet next to the shitter mud.
And you do
everywhere.
your best work in demandables as Manly.
We've always
Manly.
said that. Yeah.
Get Phil Gould's final words versus Matt Nable's pre-game narration.
Phil Gould.
Phil Gould every time. Come on.
Hey, is that a joke?
Yeah, that's pretty disrespectful. But Matty Nabes goes all right.
Brody Erskine. Tom and Eddie, is Dan Ricciardo the king of hot boys?
I wouldn't say
Is he the
I think
king
it's
of the
more
hot
his
boys? No.
personality. It's
he's
his
got a great personality.
great personality.
He's hot
I saw people having
and
a
he's a
crack
lot
at
of
him.
fun, but like he's not the king.
Nah.
He's not the king of hot boys, no. But
He hasn't done enough.
no, win a world champ. He might be.
Win a world title, and I might start fucking thinking about it. But you tell what.
Well, I was just saying, people. I saw just people like ripping on him for doing the shoey, and I was like, "What do you mean? Like, it's a fucking giggle."
Who doesn't enjoy a bloke fucking necking a schooner out of his own fucking race shoe?
After celebrating a win.
It's good fun.
I hate how like everything everything has to have some deeper meaning. It can't just be fun.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you can't just be a silly goose.
No, he just wanted to be a silly goose, and he just likes to drink out of his shoe, celebrating wins, and people want to chip him for
If
it.
you want to, if you're going out of your way to chip a bloke, like you're going out of your way to chip a bloke, you need to go back to bed and you need to have a fucking nap because
Look,
you got your priorities.
There's Nick Cavallo had to drop that.
I know. that would
I
be
watched
bad.
that again. I thought he was going to, even though I know what he did.
Is bloke coming to NZ? Hopefully one day. That the problem with it's whereas rather small business and like taking a beer to a whole nother country, it's quite and I guess time consuming and cost consuming.
Is it difficult from a like getting the stuff over there, or is it more like trying to get a foothold in the market?
Well, just a bunch
of
of
the
things.
above,
Like it's
yeah.
so. For example, the taxes are different. Like alcohol tax is different. There's alcohol's way cheaper in New Zealand, so they don't tax their alcohol as much. Whereas we have one of the highest taxing rates of alcohol in the world here. And matter of fact, tax in Australia is so high, it nearly costs more just in tax to create the beer. So your cost, when you're purchasing the beer, 50% of that cost is like essentially 50%. Like it's a bit less, it's like 45 whatever, is pure tax.
Jesus Christ.
So it's like that's why alcohol in Australia is so expensive.
Does that then, if you're trying to do it in New Zealand, do you get still taxed through Australia at 50%, even though you're selling it in New Zealand?
That's the complicated thing you've got to work through. I don't think so. I think you can get it to a point where again, it's really complicated because you got to you don't want to be dodging fucking tax here and do anything wrong, but at the same time, because you're not selling it to Australian citizens, that tax then is not benefiting. Anyway, it's really complicated.
I hear. It's a shit
I
fight.
think we can say though, to that New Zealand dribbler, I see the three of us doing a live show in New Zealand in the
not too distant future.
In the not too distant future.
Just
I can
quickly.
say that.
Just quickly,
I can say that.
So
Me and
some-
Tommy will travel on our New Zealand passports, obviously.
some bloke just said, Chris Nessie just said, tax yarn is a snooze. We spoke about it for 20 seconds, bro.
Axion is a snooze.
Like 20 seconds.
Oi, sorry, Chris. We'll go back to
Sorry,
talking about tucking
fucking.
cocks back
Gee,
between
sorry,
our legs.
fucking.
Well, look,
Howard
I mean, Chris
Stern?
obviously he's a purveyor of tuck and cock. That's fine.
Look, we are.
I get it.
We are a place for all tastes, and obviously the tax chat for all of the 35 seconds we spoke about it must have really fucking softened him.
Like, honestly.
I get it. But he likes
Honestly.
a good tucking.
But, like, think about it. Okay, so the first 10 second it happens.
Got a cramp.
And then another 10 seconds to type that out. You know what I mean?
You're right. Yeah, probably spent more time, spelling it out.
Honestly,
to be honest.
fuck me.
Do we know what To'o has done to himself? What injury he's done? Matt Dior?
What, Tom's injured?
No, To'o.
Oh, To'o is injured? I'm not sure.
I just wasn't sure if he'd done the Cindy again.
Syndesmosis?
Yeah.
Who knows? But as we said, big loss. I don't know what it is, punters and dribblers. I don't know what it is. But I am starting to tap into a vibe, a growing vibe, that there may be a boil over tomorrow. I don't know for sure. I want the Panthers to win. I do. I like the Panthers as a club. I like them as a side. But I am starting to pick up on something. My vibe receptors are starting to prickle. Yours did early in the week, Tom. And granted, you are the vibe man.
Thank you so much.
But obviously, I play off the back of you sometimes, and mine too starting to prickle now.
Well, it's a sort of I've got a taste of the boil over in the air. It's in the air.
I've got a very controversial question from Angus Hay. Does the bloke Hello Sport combination constitute a merger? And if so, does this undeniable success...
Is this my internet or is this...
Dave, get the wires
The
sorted,
stream's not
mate.
down. I'm literally looking at it.
It's on?
No, F means fail.
Right, yeah.
Does this undeniable success... We're good.
F is like...
So Matty's just fucking thrown a fucking...
Yeah, he's
F
thrown
is
us
like
off.
F to pay respects. Like, oh, it did? Okay.
It did go
Anyway,
down.
Brian To'o ankle injury.
About 3 people said, come on, do your job, matey.
No,
Oh,
it's
we're back. Okay, it did go down. But it was on for here, so maybe it just went down for some people.
It definitely went off.
Stream was...
Yeah, we're back. We're back.
Matt's fucking in the corner, scissoring himself. Fucking tucking and scissoring.
Well, it might be Matt and Dave.
We're
scissoring.
back. Oi, we're back. We're back. Don't stress it. We're back.
Listen, I tell you why you know that it's not a dirty merger, because it's not a desperate play by two loser clubs to keep yourself alive. And it's also, we're not called Bloke Sport or Hello Bloke. It's just 2, 3 good mates. Or if you were to say that the businesses are best friends, you know what I mean?
Look, if we were on our knees, bleeding cash, bleeding supporters, bleeding followers, bleeding fucking relevance, then maybe it'd be Bloke Hello Sport. Like, that'd be the name of it. But that's not what it is.
No.
Because
We're just fucking really good buds.
Hugo's calling for Dior to be cancelled.
Oh, shit.
Holy fuck.
Oh, Dave.
Now we've got we've got I think that the people are turning on us. They're calling it a dirty merger podcast.
Maybe we've got to bring fucking greatness back to the DMC, because DMCs themselves don't do it. We're too good to be DMCs. That's the problem. You know what I mean? DMCs don't do good shit.
No.
That hurts. People are calling us DMP now. That hurts, boys.
Dude,
that
we gotta
fucking
release
hurts.
a DMP shirt.
Yeah, Dirty Merger
Oh,
podcast.
that's actually good.
That's
There we
great.
go.
DMP would pump.
DMP.
DMP would pump.
Oh, they're spamming DMP in the chat now.
Yeah, wait, no, perfect. Thanks for it. Would you buy a DMP shirt?
Yeah,
Yes or no?
Yeah, let us
you
know.
bet your ass you would.
Dirty Merger podcast. Have a beer, Tom, your cat, from Mark Woodhouse.
Look, I would, but
Rob's tax. Dior is cancelled. DMC
Dee,
cancelled.
would you be able to get us another one, please?
Oh, Teddy looks fired up.
Nah, he looks pissed off. He's like, we're getting pumped.
Yeah.
This is going to be 50-6.
Yeah, he's
Does
like,
he not play
"Oh,
with without a mouth guard?
Some players
Nah, he
do
plays
that.
with the mouth guard.
I didn't used to play with a mouth guard. I can't believe just because I grew up playing soccer, I never played with a mouth guard.
But once you started playing
No, he's
footy,
got a
weren't they
mouth guard.
like... Yeah,
It's
you
a
know.
mouth guard.
Oh, he's got one there. He must have been holding
No, he
it.
plays with the mouth.
Yeah, but it made it.
Who doesn't play with the mouse guard?
Oh, I didn't.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Because I just wasn't used to it.
Second half here, we're at 39, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 39, 40.
Mr. Mental says, enough of the merger chat, more of the tuck talk.
So hang on.
We should be there. Like, we should also do a tuck shop fucking t-shirt.
Oh, tuck shop t-shirt. Yeah, that's great. And it's just me, like
You tucking me,
it's me
tucking
tucking
Denon.
blokes in the tuck shop
You tucking me and Denon.
At the same time.
at the same time in a canteen at the footy.
All right, we're back here. I mean, this could be...
Oh, someone's down there for the Roosters. I think it was a nut shot.
If Manly win this, how exciting for you boys.
I
to be
know.
Prelim final.
final.
And it's
Against-
against the Rabbitohs, who is... You definitely
They're
can
beatable.
beat them.
Yeah.
The last prelim final I went to that Manly played in was when we beat South unexpectedly. It was out at ANZ.
Yep.
Everyone was like, South will fucking win this. Manly went out there and fucking towed them up. 2013 the year was.
Yes.
Wow.
And you were down 14.
That's right, Matty. Thank you for... Yeah. But I'm seeing a lot of synergy between that and this year.
How
That's all I'm
much did Rabbitohs beating the Panthers fuck like everything for everyone?
Yeah,
You know,
all the
'cause,
like plans that
Yep.
that certain teams would have made. Oh, but let's hold on here as well. It's still 24-6.
You know what's crazy is I think there was, I'm not going to say which company, but I'm pretty sure that last year there was a company that printed like thousands of Penrith Premier shirts.
Oh, Tommy.
Thousands.
Really?
Yeah.
I would actually love. I reckon that'd be a great like fucking.
Might have even been a beer as well.
But like that'd be a great sort of. I reckon they'd sell out like the
Oh.
shirts of teams that don't win the grand final because you know they've got them printed, right?
Yeah,
Like they all have the
absolutely.
Premier's t-shirts printed. What do they do? Just chuck them out?
Ooh.
No, you see those photos like in America, they like donate them to charity. So there'll be these people in like hurricane-stricken subcontinental countries wearing like a Falcons Super Bowl shirt when the Patriots beat the Falcons
That's
that
sick.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I know
Dude,
the
I'd
New,
love to get like Manly Premiership t-shirts from years who didn't win the comp and just rock them.
the New South Wales Rugby League donate their ones to like PNG and Fiji.
Oh, he's
There
got
you
to.
go.
He's got to get that out of his game.
That's
Oh,
very
he didn't pick it
interesting.
up. No, he did.
He's got to get that out of his game.
That's very interesting.
That's poor, man.
That's bad from Josh.
That's fifth tackle, unnecessary.
Just like hold on to the. He's got the flash. He just needs to.
It's a young blind man trying to find his way in the
I
world.
know, I know. It's illegal to have a walking cane, right? On the.
I don't know if it's illegal.
Josh played with a guy.
Could you imagine? He's got a guide dog just standing next to him out there. That's great from you, Dior. You're uncancelled.
Yeah, uncancelled. Loving the HD.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
I tell you what, fuck KO's streaming service. Honestly, like I love it, but it's just like needs to be better. Like the amount of times I'm buffering.
Well, if I was them, I'd be on the blower to Netflix because you can have the shittest internet and still fucking stream something.
Oh,
And it's
100%.
still in crispy HD.
That's
like,
a great point.
It's
Actually,
crispy.
Netflix doesn't.
Do you know
buffer.
what I mean? I could have my
Yeah.
internet could be on like 2 bars, 1 bar, and I'm still fucking streaming, not a problem. They need to have a
100%.
yarn with them and get it sorted because it happens
100%.
too often.
It's crazy how.
Love the product, but it
Well, I'm a
happens
huge
too
KO dick.
Oh,
rider.
I love like the KO has honestly changed my life
That's
because
a
I
knock
don't.
on.
That's a knock on.
Yeah, but KO's changed the way that we all enjoy sport. Like,
100%.
it is actually fucking crazy how I existed before KO because you had to get Foxtel and you had all the other fucking
Bro.
channels you never watched.
You know how much more Fox content I consume now because of KO? Like so much more. I wouldn't have watched the documentary. I wouldn't watch any of that other shit if I didn't have KO. Like I didn't even like. I would never buy Foxtel now. Just
You know that we are unofficially crowned Eddie and I the kings of KO.
did you know that?
oh really? We didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, now you do.
Yeah. And the punters and dribblers, it was our first use of punter power on the internet, but basically the punters and dribblers spammed KO's social accounts until they gave us free KO.
Wow.
Yeah, that was like 2 years ago.
That's the power of the punter. That's the power of the
And
punter.
dribbler
Yep.
who play a role.
Yep.
Now, Manly just setting things up here. Olakau'atu, big and strong and powerful.
Oh, he's just
Oh,
coming on his
no.
knee.
Oh, didn't like that.
That was not good.
Get up,
Get
brother.
up.
Get up, brother.
Yeah.
He's so important to you
No,
guys.
you're good. Oh, that's lovely.
Oh, that's
lovely.
champagne.
That's
That's
lovely, rugby
champagne.
league. Go,
Go! Oh, rugby league.
Oh! He's too big. He's too thick. He's too big. He's too thick. Oh, get up. You're all right, Tommy.
Get up, get that hog up.
Oh, pick that hog up.
Tommy, pick the hog up.
all right, Tom.
Tuck it. Tuck your hog.
Corked hog.
Oh, wow. He's too big. He's too thick. He's too fast. He's too hot.
Tom.
Look at this ball from Dylan Walker. Oh,
That was flat.
that's champagne.
Jake is
Jake's
having
big.
a
Yes.
fucking ball tear.
Absolutely. And Dylan Walker, talk about a resurgence of
Yeah.
career.
Look at this. Bang. Go, son.
Dylan playing great. Lost a bit of toe.
No, but keeps it alive.
Oh,
Keeps
he
it
does.
alive.
Look at
And
that. That was
doesn't do
brilliant.
something stupid there.
Yeah, you're right.
Look at Tommy just big.
Boy, good
dick.
luck.
Good luck.
Oh.
All right.
Does Tupanua do enough here? Like, he kind of just gets...
Well, it's just
Is
like...
he
you're in-
knocked out by someone? It just looked like he's...
Well, you just get in an awkward position. Like, you're not... you can, like, throw your head at it if you want.
yeah, true. You're just shitting your pants.
You know what that reminded me of? You know those, like...
Or is he scared?
in the olden days, you know, when they'd, like, rock... Oh, he just equaled the most tries ever in the history of fucking the Seagulls.
We've got a very nervous Matt behind us.
Yeah.
Wow.
Matty needed Saab to... Matty needs Saab to score 2 or 3 tries here, which he could do.
The fuck all bet requires a Jason Saab try. I feel it in my loins. I feel it deep inside me. It will happen.
It'll happen, surely.
That's all it needs, though, right?
That's all it needs. That's all it needs, Tom.
That reminded me of, you know, like in the ancient medieval times where they'd rock up to doors at castles and they'd get that big sledge thing that would, like, swing into the door to open.
You mean like
one of the moat
like
thingos?
you mean like one of those giant the demolition balls?
Like a battering ram.
Or the
Like a battering ram, yeah. But it was Tommy's cock. And it was just went through the line then.
Little known fact: the New South Wales Police Force actually use his hog sometimes during assaults.
Yeah. He's got a, his cock's got a police badge.
Mate, he's at home on the beaches and they're fucking knocking in doors in the western
With
suburbs.
his cock.
Oh, Ruben.
Come back a pinch.
Oh, did that go through? No. Yes, it did.
I did. My eyes are fucked.
No, that was an optical
Dior, could
illusion.
I have a,
That looked like
beer,
it missed.
Please.
Imagine the amount of
Young
times
buck.
when they're like, police are here, we've got Tommy's cock. And they just open the door because
they
they're like,
just
I want
go,
to see
"Fuck
that thing.
this." Well, they want to see it, but they're also like, we're no match. That was a flat pass.
They also want to see it. So, you know.
It's like,
If we do
police,
rugby league
you know, it's
Jurassic
like,
Park as
they
well.
they rock up. They're like, police here, we got Tommy's cock. They open the door and a dude is bending over naked, like at the door. Don't swing Tommy's cock.
Tommy's equal with AJ now.
He's what?
Oh.
Holy! So he could be top try scorer this year.
Yep.
Oh my god!
That's
He's
brilliant.
too hot. He's too big. He's too thick.
Too big, too thick, too hot.
Would you say this, Denon?
What would I say?
Can you win a rugby league comp if you don't have a certain, if you haven't passed the thickness threshold, where you need majority of your players to be thick?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's got to be a minimum amount of thickness. It's kind of like minimum amount of points scored or tries let in. Like they say, defense win comps. I'm starting to believe thickness win comps.
Go!
Where's Saab?
Here
Dylan
it
Walker is so
where's
good.
Tommy? Where's Tommy?
What a fucking dummy! Wow! Wow!
That was a great play from Dill.
Dylan Walker's having the game of his life.
That was a great fucking play from Dill.
Holy shit, Dylan
Wow.
Walker.
Holy fuck.
Mate, with the 14 on his back, he's a new player, bro.
He has been reborn.
He's reborn.
Look at this. That ball from Marty and Dill's just in the clear.
You know what it was? Everyone was talking about the other Walker, and he said, I'm the fucking Walker on this field right now.
Yeah,
I'm
the
sick
only
of
Walker
getting...
that matters.
But you know what? Dylan, he knows the value of a good show and go.
Oh, yeah.
Show the fucker, bang, and go.
Go, absolutely.
Show it and go it, baby. That's it.
And he's got a great moustache.
That's a great
Fucking
moustache.
oath. Well, you're never going to pass with a mo like that.
No way.
Fuck that.
I've
Let
never
the
seen
mo
a bloke.
talk.
I haven't
Let
seen a
the
bloke.
mo talk.
The Mo almost dazzles the defenders. The aggression, the test. Look at... Oh, that's disgusting.
Where are our Roosters fans at?
Even the little... What about the little fucking chin fluff?
Oh, a bit of chin music.
Oh, wow. Sweet chin music.
Don't mind the chin. That's a soul patch right there.
That's a
That's a soul. I
That's
mean,
a soul
he has brought the soul.
Well, he's played with soul.
He has played with... And he is the soulful Walker.
Yeah.
And that's what separated him...
Oh, through two tackles.
It
as well.
takes soul to do this.
Yeah, this
takes
is
soul
soul.
to do this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all soul.
That is
That
all
is
soul.
all soul.
That's all soul.
You can't
baby.
teach that. You can't teach that.
That's all soul.
You can't teach that.
All soul.
That's the kind of stuff that backyard footy, where soul is kind of developed and nurtured, is in the backyard.
Yep.
Would Shannon Noel have come second in Australian Idol without a soul patch? No.
No, he wouldn't have.
No
He
chance.
wouldn't have been in the fucking competition.
No chance. No chance.
And you could argue that Guy Sebastian's his afro had plenty of soul,
Oh, absolutely. Well, the afro won it for Guy
which was soul. Soul can get you places, mate. Don't worry about that.
of pro-vax into anti-vax fame.
Wow, Tommy would have just gone like the most tries ever for a Manly Seagull.
Yeah.
Matty would have melted.
Fucking
Because
crazy.
his great bet he's been telling everyone about where he needs Tommy. He needs Saab to get... For those playing all at home, Matt has a great... basically a multi that he built at the start of the season where he picked a variety of different players from different clubs and he's picked the top try scorers from all of those clubs except Manly. He needs
Are we
Saab,
talking about
Turbo's
Matty the Water
behind.
Boy?
Yeah, Matty Waterboy.
What's it paying, Matt?
It paid. It's about $4,000 if I win. I put $30 on it.
Yeah.
Holy
Talk
fuck.
us through it.
So I've got it right here. So I put it on before round one. It was Alex Johnson, most tries for South. Addo Carr, most tries for Storm. Xavier Coates, most tries for Brisbane. Daniel Tupou, most tries for Roosters. Jordan Rapana, most tries for Canberra, which are all pretty much done. And then Jason Saab, most tries for Manly. Jason
It's a
Saab's
great
now 2 behind.
It's a great bet.
It's a great...
Wow.
Oh, Ruben out.
And what's
But you weren't betting on Turbo having one of the great seasons of all
yeah, I was going to say, and it's the shit thing is, it's not like your player played poorly.
No, he's literally there.
He's right there. It's
Picking
actually
Saab's actually a fucking amazing leg that he picked.
yeah.
Yeah. And at that point, Turbo he slipped in the shower.
Oh, so you were like...
So I was like, all right, that
Oh
one's...
yeah, he slipped in the shower.
He did slip in the shower, Dennis.
Dan and I can't believe you would call into question the integrity of one of the most honest rugby league players we've ever seen, from one of the most honest families in rugby league we've ever seen.
And I think you've just been hypnotised by the hog. It can happen to the best of us.
It actually makes sense because we've seen on multiple times this season how water in different forms, like the Storm, have managed to stop Turbo in his tracks. So it makes sense.
Wow, that's
Potentially.
It's not the
Chile.
Roosters' night.
It's not
It
the
really
Roosters'
isn't.
But you know what? They've had a great season. So
They
hats
really
off
have.
to them.
Yeah.
Because at some point, I will say this, at some point they were going to run out of puff.
Yeah.
When you're playing with, 60% of your salary cap on the bench?
At one point, it was they had 37% of their cap at one point.
Crazy.
Tom and Eddie, you guys have to decide as a podcast at what point you would like me to put the green tick on Manly 13 plus.
Not yet.
I can't count my chickens yet. It's bad
Nah,
juju.
it's bad. I also realised I just checked my Bluebet account and I forgot to put the 13 plus on, so it's already paid me out.
Yeah.
Which it was still delicious, but
I get double the odds. That's
you
fine.
get obviously a much more juicier payout. But I'm happy for you, dude.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you.
Who did we predict? Mom.
That's a good question. I think
I had...
you had Tommy Kempy.
Yeah.
I think I had a forward. Or did I have Kieran Foran maybe?
Jesus Christ, you're pushing me now. I can't remember for the life
Well,
of me.
we do a lot of fucking talking, so I forget basically everything I say as soon as I leave the room.
People call up like our hotline and say, "Oh, you remember you said remember this yarn?"
Yeah.
Today? And when you meet people in life, the real life, they're like, "Oh, do you remember this chat or that chat?" I'm like,
I'm the
I
guy that
have-
dribbled about this. I'm like,
I have no fucking idea what you're talking about. Like Burmo messaged me today. Like someone put something in the punters and dribblers group, and I messaged Burmo going, "What the fuck is this guy talking about?" It was like a prominent discussion that we'd had on the podcast.
Like a couple
as soon
of-
as you said, I'm like, "Holy shit, we talked about that like fucking 4 days ago." For like 20 minutes. Couldn't remember it.
Paseka on.
Nice. I think that's smart.
I love Big Tanny Paseka. If we talk about rugby league thickness,
Again, Tom, back to the thickness metric. Now, I think you and I need to whip out the whiteboard and go through what it means to be thick
Yeah.
and what it means to have a side full of thickness. And
premiership thickness.
what premiership thickness looks like. I mean, there's an equation for it.
Yeah. We did. We have got the whiteboard up. We have purchased it, and we're very close to dropping some whiteboard sessions coming up in the not too distant future. Oh, and Ganane's calling as well. He would have dropped a goodbye with Dylan Walker, surely.
Oh, he would have goodbyed him.
He would have dropped a goodbye.
Oh, there's no doubt.
He would have goodbyed him.
There's been a few goodbyes tonight. A few goodbye-worthy plays.
Oh!
Why do they do it?
Penalty?
No.
Why do they get up?
Penalty.
Like,
Brilliant. Thank
I don't
fuck.
understand it. Just hold the ball. You don't need to get up off the ball.
I think one Cameron Murray of super fuckable fame
Yeah.
has sent the benchmark for quick play the ball so high.
Almost
that
too high.
surely that's talked about.
Yeah, surely.
You know what I mean? Because a quick play the ball is such an advantage.
Oh,
if
man,
you
it's
can
crazy.
Get it right.
He fucking must be. He must have the strongest core ever.
Go
Cam
Holloway.
Murray.
Yeah.
Because fucking every time he runs the ball, even if you're like, oh, he's run against these massive front rowers, and he still manages to get a quick play the ball.
What did I pick? Oh, go Ruben. Go Ruben.
You know, Ruben is deceptively big as well.
Yes.
He's a big boy.
I bumped into him once. He did not know who I was. Or, well, he did actually, but not like I wasn't friends with him at the time. I went up and just said g'day because he was dressed completely in white jacket, white pants,
Hot.
very on after
Hot.
a big win. Manly had a big win at Brookie. And I went up to him, and I just saw him, I'm like, holy shit, you are big and thick.
He's
right.
big
And
and
hot.
thick.
Go
Oh, Jake
Go,
Trbojevic
Jake.
just had a cracking game.
I'll
Outside of that
tackle
mistake.
him.
Would you guys like to know your predictions? I just got them up.
Yeah.
So, Tom, you said 24-10 Manly with Jake man of the match, Trbojevic.
Jake could be man of the match.
He could be.
Eddie, you said 30-16 with Saab man of the match. And Kemper, you said Manly 18-10 with Tommy Turbo man of the match.
No, I mean, it's already locked in, surely.
Look, we're fucked on scores, but Jakey man of the match is still
No,
alive.
that's a lie.
You got to give it to Tommy man of the match. He's been so hot.
I'd like to give it to Jake, personally.
Would you be pissed off if Jake got it?
Because we've been
No, of
talking up
course
Jake
not.
all game.
Of course not.
Oh, forward.
That's forward by a mile.
What are we doing? It's not NFL, brah.
Come on, brah.
I reckon Teddy, in the whole of the NRL, earns his pay packet. Like we always talk about, oh, is he worth $1 million? Rah, rah. Like Teddy at that higher echelon of, big earning, he earns it the most, I reckon.
I think that's fair. He's just 100% effort. Even like just before when Jake took the hit up on the try line and he must have knocked it on. And Teddy could have just picked the ball up and just stayed. But he's just got the ball and he's going for a run. The team's getting fucking pumped. There's no way he's getting a breakaway try, but he's just effort on effort on effort.
Effort
as
on
well as
effort on
being
effort.
elite.
And he's on that such big
Elite
money.
effort.
Elite effort. He's on huge money. Big dick money.
Big, big money. And you could argue could he be on even more.
Oh,
geez.
Jesus.
Oh, wow. He just threw. Wow, that was fucking crazy. He just threw Hargreaves.
Love that. Later, Jared.
Jake Trbojevic has been in everything.
Oh,
Schuster again.
This is where, whenever you hear, whenever coaches go, oh, fuck, I can't risk playing a rookie or an inexperienced guy, is that if this was in a grand final and he makes these two errors,
The game's fucked.
they can cost you so fucking bad.
it's not good enough.
No.
And rookies have a tendency to do that kind of stuff, whereas veterans understand that, put it this way, how often do you see 200-game wide-running forwards make mistakes in big games,
Do you think that that's got something to do with a veteran's, either it's an ability that's I guess generated over plenty of games to stay in the game,
Yeah,
to
it's
remain
concentration.
focused and
It's all
concentrate?
concentration. And younger players have an issue with zoning in and out of games, where you build. It's like a muscle. The more you do it, the more you build muscles to stay in the game. It's put it this way: last year, Penrith Panthers versus Storm. One of the huge reasons even little stuff like that, like those misses, but one of the huge reasons why Panthers struggled so much is because Kickout had such a poor game, and he dropped so many balls, and that's inexperience. That's something that's a great tackle. That's
Great
something that
tackle.
That's out, surely.
He was clearly tackled though, right? Are we giving a penalty to the Roosters? No. Love that.
thrown off the deck.
Ground. Thrown off the ground. You were literally, your face was in the dirt.
But like, so with Schuster before, right? He's had a look.
Yeah.
He's looked up.
Yeah.
Instead
Whereas
of
your
just,
veteran doesn't.
and that's where we're talking about halves. Run first, especially Schuster. He shouldn't be thinking about. It should never ever be his first thought to pass. His first thought should always be to run because he's such a big body. And if his first thought then was to run, he wouldn't have.
He would have been
made
just
that
waiting
error.
for the ball to come.
Yeah.
Like he'd just
Wait
be
for the
looking
ball to
catch
come,
it.
run. Whereas he was looking up to try and get that quick pass out the back.
Looker.
Don't get me wrong, Schuster's been incredible all year, and it is only 2 mistakes, but it's just so important to not have that on, especially on the edge. Like you can't.
It just shows he's got room to improve.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, he's so incredible. He's so talented. It's probably, honestly, it's the only bad part of his game, which is crazy to think for a rookie that isn't even a wide running forward to have the year that he's had. It's been incredible.
Well, he's a 6.
Yeah, he's actually
Another
a 6.
testy pop, Eddie. You're
I
having
reckon
a
it's
few.
the vape. I reckon
No,
it's
I'm
the vape.
saying he's a 6. I'm putting emphasis
Oh,
on
okay. Bullshit, but that's all right.
it. No, I'm emphasising the point. Nice, Tommy.
But yeah, Schuster's ceiling is honestly anything. He can be a 6 that we haven't seen in a very long time. His skill set, his strength, his good defense, his fucking champagne footy is unmatched. So
Sky's the limit.
he would. I would put probably. It would probably go Sam Walker, Reece Walsh, and then Schuster for me, and then Dane Laurie.
What about Olakawatu?
Olakawatu, yep, he's been good.
He'd be. I'm not saying you put him any higher than where you'd sort of had those guys, but he's just also someone where
Has he played 4 games? Is this his rookie year though?
I'm pretty sure this is rookie year.
Okay, I thought he's played for 2 years already.
Again, memory not what it should be, but I'm pretty sure this is first
Can
year.
you check?
I would just like to say this for what it's worth. Egan Butcher looks like the boy version of the adult male who plays Hellboy. So do your own research into that. But that is what Egan Butcher looks like.
Sorry, Olakawatu played in 2019 and 2020.
And how many games?
Holy shit.
Two in 2019 and 5 in 2020.
Yeah,
So
he's
Jesus
pretty much a
Christ.
veteran.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I was like,
Yeah, you just
I
leave
feel
out here
like-
fucking taking
Well,
grenades
I
again.
feel like Denon might be onto this.
I cannot believe that he has played. I mean, again, it just shows your memory, but like, I don't remember him before this year.
Shows you
I
the power of
struggle to
Desi.
remember like old games. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
when you if
great
you go
time.
back through old seasons and look at who played in what finals and shit, like basically all those memories are gone. No, take the points, Roosters. Just take the points. You may as well.
Are you telling me you wouldn't want to run your hands through Morgan Harper's hair for like a long time? Just sit there next to you and just run your
If
hands
Morgan
through?
Harper said, "Denon, would you like to come over? I'll shampoo and condition my hair, and we can sit down and you can braid my hair." You tell me you wouldn't say yes
Oh, I mean, I'd absolutely jump at the opportunity to do that.
I'd break lockdown for that
to braid Morgan Harper's hair?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, bro.
in a heartbeat.
That sounds like a great night in to me.
Oh,
Put a
could you
rom-com
imagine?
on,
Yeah.
Have a couple of wines.
Yeah,
Just
You know, a
just
nice
braid it.
cheese bug, bit of blue.
Yeah.
I'm a double
Few
brie man.
olives.
I'm a double brie man, to be honest.
Well, you can bring double breezing off the. That's not off the table.
No, the more the merrier.
You know, it's your night with Morgan. You can do whatever
Fuck,
you want.
how good's Morgan be? Oh, clap for Croker. He's been great.
Well done, Croaks.
Morgan Harper has been fantastic tonight, though, compared to
Hasn't
last
he?
week.
He's bounced back after what was a shit fight of a game.
Another shout out to Suburban Rugby League
Yep.
because
Mackay.
Mackay's put on a fucking spread tonight. They really have. Look at the field. The field's in tip-top condition.
Yeah, it's in great nick. Not like fucking the Cowboys Stadium, which is meant to be like a premier stadium. That ground sucked
Looks
off.
like shit.
I'll just do a quick countdown. Guys, we are currently on 17 minutes, 50 seconds, 49 seconds, 48 seconds, 47 seconds, 46, 45.
Boys, a few people in the comments here saying, do you think that Morgan Harper uses shampoo or is he a no-poo kind of guy?
He's a no poo.
Oh, he's
but
got to be a no poo guy.
it's thick enough that you could justify his hair being pooed though, because it is like it's immense. But I just don't think he does because he's smarter than.
Well, isn't that against the poo point? If
But
it
your
is
hair
thick,
can reach a point where like it needs poo. Like if you were to have,
if you're sitting down for a nice braiding session,
yeah.
you need it to be malleable.
or it just look. The reality is with Big Shampoo, they've hoodwinked us all. not us, but they've hoodwinked most of you. You just need to basically leave it, let it get dirty, and then eventually it starts to clean itself.
But I'm getting confused though, because you're saying that in some cases you can poo if it gets too thick.
So look, we would advise for women with longer hair,
Yeah.
poo is essential
Okay.
because long hair needs poo. Probably it gets a bit out of control.
I have heard that.
Holy shit.
Who was that?
On Olakau'atu, the beast, the beast.
Offside? Or just
That
a
is
knock on for
offside.
the Roosters?
I tell you
was a
what,
snapping. That was a rugby league snapping.
Look at this.
Look at this.
He's a big
What do you
boy
want,
too.
bruh? What do you want?
Okay.
Gadelska.
Next question.
Next question.
I tell you what, that right side has really shored up compared to like what DC, Olakau'atu, Harper have all done has been fantastic.
Big week of tape.
Big week of tape in the demountables. Maybe even VHS. You know what? I think Desi might have bought the VHSs out.
Yeah.
Desi
Just
doesn't
said-
poo.
he-
Just saying. Desi doesn't poo.
No, of course not.
Desi's hair looks like a honey waterfall. That's honestly what it is. It's just flowing honey
Yep.
out of the top of a man's skull.
Go and buy a jar of honey, not one of those ones with the squeezable tops, just a jar and pour it out. That's Dez's hair.
Yep.
Sean Kepi, hell of a game.
What are we doing here? Just settling down? Just settling the boys
The
down?
boys are getting riled up.
Ref, let the boys play. How about that? Why don't you let the boys play?
Yeah, I reckon Desi's got him on the VHSs and said, you know what, you struggled so much last week. I'm going to make you struggle through the pain of me going rewinding forward.
He's
Oh
just
shit,
got
we've
the
gone too
times
far.
written down on his fucking piece of paper.
Yep.
Yeah, and they have to sit through it while it rewinds.
Yeah. The whole thing.
And think about their role. Think about their role.
Is this bloke going to be held this year or what? There it is.
That's smart. That's
That
fuck
is-
my bet.
that's smart
but
footy.
okay,
You go
that's
off. You
smart.
go off for 2 tries. That's
Mate, it's
smart.
more important to get Tommy some bloody R&R.
There might have been a cork there. Go work it out, baby.
Are we happy now, Eddie, to put the green tick next to...
For a third, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
don't think so. I think
you
it's
don't
bad
want to jinx
juju.
it.
It is bad juju. It's terrible juju.
It's terrible juju. We can do it with 5 to go. We can do it.
Because it's still
Not 14.
I mean, I'm smelling a comeback here, to be
Oh,
honest.
fuck off,
Tom,
Dan.
I've always said this, and you'll agree. You don't want to tempt the rugby league gods.
No, you don't.
Ever.
They punish.
Not in this business. Oh, they'll fucking punish you.
Oh,
Mate.
Kepi's just chopped him like
Oh,
nothing.
they'll punish you.
I was nervous for this game. Not that I didn't think Manly was going to win, but you're obviously, when it's knockout footy, it's knockout footy. And I just was like thinking about how scat the drive home would be.
Well, it would have been done in silence.
Yes, it would have been.
Which is never great. And you wake up tomorrow and
The weekend's
you know
not
the
as
world
lovely.
the world is your oyster, but you go, I don't feel like oysters today.
No.
I feel like staying in my bed and crying. And I don't want to be fucking.
Keep the blinds closed.
I
black
want
the
I want
room
the
out.
blinds closed. I want blackout windows. I don't want to be disturbed. Do not disturb me because my team's crashed
My
out.
heart's been broken.
And if
At 36-6,
Oh, is J-Mo's
at
hurt there?
36-6 with 13 minutes to play, that ain't happening. That ain't happening.
Get him, Jace.
Denon, are you more confident than ever
What a
that
tackle,
Manly
fuck.
win the comp?
No, I'm not
Because
more.
I am.
Yeah,
Look,
I am.
to be honest, Storm are on a fucking whole nother planet. You know what's crazy is earlier in the year, it was really fucking early. Cameron Smith was like, honestly, and he told me this in confidence, so I'm breaking that confidence now. He was like, I don't know if we'll lose another game all year.
Holy shit.
And that's how, even last week when I was like ribbing a bit about Tommy, I was like, oh, Tommy's coming. You could see the competitiveness come out in him. And he was like, what did he say? He was like, oh, there's going to be a purple Storm or something like that. He was very like
Bullish,
confident
yeah.
that Storm would shut Tommy down.
Won't that be crazy though if they do win it, and we will have gone from going back to back being just the hardest thing to do to having two teams do it within fucking 5 years.
Oh yeah, he was like, there's going to be a real fucking purple patch. He didn't say fucking I added that, but
Doesn't swear?
doesn't really swear that much.
Well spoken. Always has been. Oh, Angus. Friend of the show, but sucked in, bro.
Fuck, I love Angus. Fucking love him so much.
We love him more.
Fuck, I love Angus.
We love him more. That's
I
already been
fucking
said.
love Angus.
Yeah,
eh?
but he
Just-
loves us more. We love him more.
I just like I love him. There's no conditions on my love for him.
But you haven't even.
We birthed him. We
Yeah.
pulled him out of the womb.
Yeah, but
You also haven't mentioned his name all night, which would indicate to me that you don't love him.
Yeah. It's forced love. That's what I'd say.
Yep.
Look, it's not Angus's night, but he can go into the off season knowing he gave his all, and that he wasn't good enough. That's fine.
Is there any Australian national games? Is there a local international thing happening, or is that completely?
I think
done?
there's nothing on.
Yeah, because
COVID-wise.
they were going to have the World Cup, but then they've postponed.
No,
that
they
till next
postponed the
year.
World Cup, but there was a yarn that they might have a
Yeah,
Australia,
much of a
New
spit in the
Zealand.
face that would be if they did that.
Well, slightly, but I think it was because they didn't want to go to England because it was COVID city, and then they were like, we could potentially see some Pacific.
The
Island
irony is it's COVID city right now for us.
Well, I know it is COVID city here, isn't it? Bit of a lag.
Look at that, Kieran Foran leading the chase. He's been
Love
just,
that. He's so hungry for another ring.
He's so hungry.
One.
He honestly looks famished.
He's famished for rings.
Starving for a ring.
He's starving. He's been out in the rugby league wilderness for too long. Now he's home. Now he's playing his best footy, and he looks at peace.
He's
He
the Brad
does
Pitt of
look at
rugby
peace.
league.
He looks at peace.
And you know what? He doesn't get enough for credit for how hot he is. And I'm
No, he
fucking
doesn't,
sick
dude.
of it.
He really doesn't.
He's hot as fuck.
Mate, he's a walk-up start to a rugby league hot boy cup.
Oh, fucking oath. Big,
Walk-up
thick boy.
start.
And he's got big arms as well.
Big
got
arms, big
pipes.
chest. He's got a very elegant and understated chest piece, which I think is relatively new.
Is he barrel-chested?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. He'd qualify as barrel-chested. I think also, even when he had the long hair, I thought the long hair worked, if I'm being honest.
Look, he was at the Dogs, so I didn't like it. If he had it at Manly, obviously it worked.
Fuck, Tupu's so good.
Oh. Give it a sub. Give it a sub. Give it a sub. Go.
Tuck your dick! Tuck your dick! Tuck your dick! Tuck your cock! It's tucked! It's tucked! Holy shit!
The fucking Eddie.
For fuck all happened, baby.
You could see it when he nearly got taken out. He tucked and he broke the tackle.
You could see the tuck.
You could see the tuck if you watch the replay closely. He tucked as the came across. That's how he broke the tackle.
Did I have $60 on it? You better fucking believe it, baby. Fucking.
Oh, did George just come off your bet?
Yeah. Boom.
Look, I'll
Where's
show you.
Sab at? There he is,
yeah.
baby. Put
Tuck.
the pedal to the metal.
No one's catching him.
Look at that.
Fuck, he glides. Fuck, like that. 10 is having a red hot crack, and Saab's barely trying.
If I say to you, punters and dribblers, that my bet has fuck all to happen, all Manly need to do is take the park, you take that as gospel.
Look at that
What's
tuck.
happened?
Oh, that's tucking
Because what's
right there.
happened,
That's
baby?
tuck.
Because, whoa! Yeah!
Oh, wow.
Gotta love
That's a
it.
flex, dude.
That's
You gotta
swagger.
love rugby league.
That's young, hot swagger. What about the effort from a guy like Isaac Liu? You're a veteran and the game's already over. You're a 10, you're a front rower, and you're chasing to the death. I love that shit.
Yeah.
That just expresses what the Roosters are all about. The game's over. He's a front rower and he's chasing Saab to the death. A tuck Saab at that.
Look at this. That's good for you, Matty.
Yeah, I'll put my bid.
So then you're going to want Saab to score next week, aren't you? Which means that you're going to want them to score against your team, which is bad juju. Notice we had 0 Roosters players in our try scorer bets, Matty. That's tough for you, dude. That's real tough. He's just so smooth. He's smooth.
He's smooth.
He's smooth. He's a smooth operator.
Yeah.
He's a smooth operator.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? There's not many smooth operators in this world.
No, mate.
So when you see one
You know.
at peak smoothness,
Yeah.
you almost stop what you're doing. You go, holy shit, there's a smooth operator at work. Takes your breath away.
But it does. You not only do you see it, you feel it
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, touches you deep inside.
deep inside.
Look at that smooth.
Because it is rare.
He's a smooth motherfucker.
Because smooth operator doesn't even have a definition, but you can universally feel it. You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
you had to write down what does smooth operator means, I don't fucking know. But when you see it, you know it.
You know it.
But you know what? You know where smoothness comes and where it starts with this motherfucker? Cadence. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
look
a
at that.
Smooth cadence.
That cadence.
That is so
holy
smooth, dude.
shit, that cadence.
I reckon.
Mate, you could treat erectile dysfunction with that cadence.
Oh, easy. I reckon Fabry.
Pilot.com.au probably should look into it.
Well, I think they have. Look, I don't want to give away their secrets, but subs involved.
Jason Smooth.
What a night out. What a night out. You just love rugby league.
This
don't
is
you?
great. You just got to love rugby league. You've got to love your rugby league.
How good's finals?
The
footy when
punters are
teams ripping
calling.
and tearing?
Let us know in the comments section. Should they tick the 13 plus? Should the 13 plus be ticked?
We'll tick it at 5 minutes. That's what we said. You don't want to tempt the rugby league gods like that.
We're getting
I
a
refuse
lot of omen that 13 plus should be ticked.
They
At
are.
5 minutes.
I reckon we tick it, Eddie.
You want to tick it now?
I think we tick it, bruh.
Yeah, I think you tick it. I think I think you're being a
together?
I think
coward.
we tick it.
I think you're being a
gotta be on
coward.
that.
We got to be on.
Tick it!
Tick it, Matty. We've had some bets come off tonight.
Yeah, just a couple. I forgot how many bets I put on, but 2 of the big boys have come on.
Yeah, the two of the biggies.
Yeah, it's going to be a good weekend. Fuck, I love Manly.
It's a power one for Cherry Evans. That's good. Let's see how he goes in the halves, Marty.
What a bounce back.
Marty's a fucking good halfback.
I mean, this is one of the great bounce backs. When we're
Yes,
talking
it is.
bounce backs, it's one of the great bounce
Is
backs.
this the best bounce back you've seen in rugby league?
I mean, look, I'm willing to entertain the idea.
I think you should entertain it. At the very least, you should entertain it.
I mean, because honestly, last week I was going, what the fuck? Now, is it because Storm are so good?
Sorry?
Is it because Storm are like so fucking hot and thick?
Nah, I think it was a boil over. No one saw it coming. It was unexpected. Oh, he's kicked that. Is he just kicked a player? Send him off.
if I'm to run a novice eye over things, it seems to me that Craig Bellamy has an ability to coach his side into shutting down the best players.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like Tommy's had a field day tonight.
Oh,
Robbo's
absolute
a great
field day.
coach. Like Bellamy seems to do it easily.
Tommy thought he
Seems
was.
to.
Tommy thought he was at field day. Like he thought he was at a festival.
Mate, he thought he was at Mudgee Field Day buying fucking headers and tractors and shit. He was having the time of his life. He walked out of there with fucking 50 headers, combines, a lot, mate.
He's bartering with the ref, and he's like, the ref's like, "Why are you haggling me?"
Yeah, why are you haggling me, mate? Don't worry about it.
He's like, "Oh fuck, sorry, I thought I was fucking having a field day at the markets."
Oh, Molly.
Oh,
Oh, you dog. Yeah.
He honestly wouldn't have even noticed Sam Walker fell on him.
Yeah.
He's so
Is
big.
that a fly on me?
oh no, cramp.
That's all right.
Better be a goddamn
Morgan
crap.
hasn't dropped a nut all night.
I got to be honest as well. I don't know if it's part of like me and you and like obviously us specifically, Eddie, but feeling like we're sort of riding it with the boys as well. I actually started cramping up when Hamoli did. My calf started cramping.
And can we sort something out? Are these our uniforms for the shit, like, or
Yes.
is it free dress?
No, we will go back to the bounce outs. I think that was an error on our part. I did halfway there.
I am a man that recognises what works
Oh fuck.
and what doesn't. And I'm recognising that I'm draped in Manly fucking Pepsi 1996 jersey.
So what you're saying that you wear it underneath your fucking hoodie?
So you're
gonna
saying
have
free
to wear
dress?
of course you got to wear it.
Yeah.
You wear it underneath your hoodie.
So you're saying free dress?
No, you've bounced out trackies, bro.
No.
Let us know in the comments section. Do you want us to wear our uniforms that we all kind of agreed? Or free dress?
Out trackies has to be the fucking order of the day. Oh, Marty, don't do that to me, baby. You're our halfback right now.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of uniforms.
Yeah, done.
Wear the uniform?
Consider it done.
Jamie Hill wants to know, Eddie, where did you get your jacket?
It's a great job.
Thailand 2009.
Go, Kieran.
2009. Thailand 2009.
I mean, tell you what, Foz has just turned the clock back.
Oh, look at Ruben.
Oh,
Go,
he's up and
Ruben.
about.
Ruben.
He's up and about.
Snack
Fucking
daddy.
hope he's up
Can
and
someone
about.
tell him it's 42-6?
Snack daddy.
You ever heard the song Hips Don't Lie?
Give it to Molly, baby. Let's
Baby.
go, Molly.
Oh, he's big. He's big and thick.
Oh, he's thick. He's so thick.
He's so thick. And the only thing that stopped him was fucking thick boy Tedesco at the back there.
Oh.
Good run, Josh.
Josh
Go,
Alloway.
Josh.
Josh
Oh,
Alloway.
he scored it. I think he scored
Josh
it.
Alloway scored?
He scored it.
Has Josh Alloway scored? No.
I think he has.
Oh, give me Josh Alloway. Give me all my try scorers. If this gets
I
up,
think he
I'll
has.
lose it. I'd have had it into 13 plus.
Did ya?
I think I honestly think that he did. On his left hand comes down.
dig deep
I had
for
him
me.
any time.
He's dug real deep here, Josh.
$8.50. He was paying $8.50.
And he is a thick boy as well.
Josh, be thick. Be thick for
thick,
me.
Josh.
Be
Be thick.
thick.
Yeah, he's
Be
thick
thick.
there.
Be thick.
there's a foot under
Be.
There it is. Yeah, there it is. You can see it. You can see the ball there. You can see it.
Can you?
Yeah, you can. Look, it's
enough.
There it is. There it is.
I want it to be. Believe me.
Try.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
There. That's got to have touched a blade of grass.
Try there.
Yeah, right there.
They're not going to give this.
They're not.
That's a try.
Nah, they're not going to give this.
Come on.
Watch him not
This
give
is no
it.
try.
Mate, there's no way that didn't touch a blade of grass.
I think it's held up.
Oh, give me something. There. Oh!
It's held up.
Oh!
Whoa!
That's a fucking beast, Dick.
That's the angle.
You got to be kidding me.
Give me another replay. Give me I want another look.
That's held up.
I want another look.
That's fucking crushed
That's
crushed me.
I tell you what, if I'm a Roosters fan, I'm devastated. But fuck, that is such good culture. Like they're fighting
You're kidding.
to the death.
Yeah.
They are fighting to the
Yeah.
They didn't need to do that.
They didn't need to do that.
No way. Pack her up, boys. You fucking.
Tackle 5. Maybe he just picks it up and goes himself.
Yeah, go yourself.
Look at these cameras, dude. What is it? The 8K?
Are they adding a filter on that camera? I swear they have.
No, it's
Okay.
the new one they do when like in huddles and
Oh
shit.
no, I know that, but I swear they've added like a filter to it, like
Go
a.
back to Josh Alloway. Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? It looks like
Yeah.
rosy kind of
Yeah,
color.
No, you're right.
Oh no.
Someone's also
Yeah,
said
see how it's like a rosy kind of color?
It's nice.
it's also Fitzgibbon's last game before he goes to the Sharkies.
Oh, really? Interesting. Yeah, I mean, for Roosters fans, obviously upsetting loss, but fuck, they have just fought and fought and fought. That's silly by Untapau.
Marty.
You can, but like I've even spoken to some mates who are Roosters fans. Obviously, winning the comp trumps everything, but like they've been like, you actually haven't enjoyed watching Roosters as much as they have this season, where like they just keep turning up. They're getting fucking every reason to just sort of put the queue in the rack.
Yeah.
They've softened my hate for them.
Yeah, I was about to say the exact same thing. I reckon they've
Like
won
I
over.
respect
Yeah.
them too much now to hate them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and they've dispelled a lot of the notion of like, oh, they're just a superstar, like a team full of superstars.
Yeah.
No, they're tough,
They've got a
motherfuckers.
tough
culture
as
that's
fuck.
fucking rock solid.
They're almost the toughest side in the comp.
Honestly, that's not an outlandish statement in my opinion.
They are tough.
Because like, put it this way: imagine Storm without 50% of their cap.
They would be fucked.
Like,
the
yeah,
Storm would be.
I don't think they would go as good as the Roosters have gone. Like, I mean, maybe we don't know. We don't know. Oh, that's forward. Fuck.
That's as forward as it gets.
But like, even like this, like the game's fucking so over, and they are ripping.
You holding up Josh Alloway.
Dude, look at Jake checking on
that,
fucking
that's
Drew Hutchison.
crazy.
Josh just check. What's his name? Jakey boy just checking on Drew if he was all right after the tackle.
Nicest bloke
Just
in
the
the world.
nicest guy in the world.
But yeah, Roosters. Sucks for your fans, like the watching online. But I would not be disappointed at all if I was a Roosters fan this year. I'd be very proud of the boys. Very proud of the boys.
Yep.
They've fucking ripped and teared.
Shout out to all the boys who got on the fucking fuck all multi. Plenty of you out there. Matho, Mushin, Parso, Parsons. Cunts everywhere. Just fucking lining up. Harrigan, he got on. He followed me. I respect the fuck out of you. I respect the fuck out of you for following me into battle, backing my judgment, which is never wrong.
I'm actually disappointed I didn't.
And I sing a winner.
Yeah.
And to all you dead shit Roosters fans who didn't believe in me, you can go and get fucked, a lot of you.
I'll tell you what.
Send me that case of blokes. Go down to your nearest, buy a case of blokes off the big fella next to me and send it back to me.
I tell you what, though, last week's result really separated the men from the boys when it comes to Manly fans. You know, there was a lot of people that fell off the confidence bandwagon of Manly. You know what I mean?
Heaps.
The pure and true stuck solid. I thought yous were fucked. Clearly not.
Nah. I've been saying it all year.
I tell you what has been a nice narrative that we talked about. It might have been off camera, Denon, around people quick to hate and quick to judge. Like Tommy Turbo's had one of the great seasons all time.
Yes.
Whether you like it or not, he has.
Yes.
There was a lot of doubt after last week. He was below his standard. But for him to come out tonight and fucking rip and tear
Yes.
it's been nice as a Manly fan, but it's also been nice as like, because he's a fucking legend.
Yes.
And he's a great footy player. For him to like come out and remind people
Oh,
of how legit he is.
You all must have
Fucking oath.
forgot.
You know,
Absolutely.
like have people forgotten what he did in Origin?
It's
Like,
fucking,
what, that didn't happen?
and like what he did in Origin 2 years ago as well. Scored fucking 3 tries in the first half, back from an injury. Like, it's so good for Tommy's legacy as well, because the last thing this year needed was to get bounced out 2 games in a row, and then everyone goes, no, it wasn't that good of a year anyway. And it's like, no. Don't revisionist history me. It was fucking incredible, and he proved it. Like, he's torn them apart tonight.
Yeah.
You got an early mark, 20, 30 minutes to go.
He did get an early mark.
It's in there?
You know you've done well when you've got an early mark.
And Desi doesn't give early marks
he
that
doesn't.
easy.
Nah, fuck no.
He's still in a fucking demountable. I've never got a fucking early mark when I was at school in demountables. Fuck me.
When was the last time someone got an early mark in a semi-final?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Flex.
Got an
Look
early
at
mark.
Morgan, there he is, right and wrongs.
Got an early mark before the captain as well.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You know, so look, people want to hate.
But hats off to the Roosters. You've had a hell of a fucking season.
Oh, look at that from Oliver Aquatu. Oh, shit.
In
Now
the
we
end,
just need the game to end with no injuries, no no dangerous tackles.
no report.
I don't think we take the points.
Wow, cancelled
I think
Dior.
we
Dior's cancelled again.
I think we pack it up, don't we? I think we pack it up.
You don't take the points here, right? Surely.
Don't risk injuries. It's over. Just kick the ball out. Thank you. That's class.
That is class.
Class. That's class.
Hell of a season, Chooks.
And you know what? Roosters are all fucking class.
They're fucking oath they are.
They are all fucking class. They didn't carry on there.
Twos and out of them.
And again, I will say, early in the game was on the line, because Teddy copped a lot of shit earlier in the year on Magic Round when he got head high and I thought he was hurt. A lot of people thought that he stayed down. I think that him not staying down when the game was on the line in his own goal, that shows fuck loads of integrity.
Yeah.
Fuck loads of integrity. But look, it was hot, it was thick.
It was hot and thick.
Oh, it was hot and thick. It was pure footy. I think that...
And after a 40-point mauling that we got last week, we've come back and just smacked 40 on them. You know what I mean? We've avenged it. We basically wiped out the loss last week. Didn't even happen.
That was a good night out.
That was a great night out, Eddie. That's one of those nights out you just get where you go, everything goes your way. You get in everywhere you want to go to. The doors are open, you know.
Great prees, great night out.
You're hitting features on the pokies.
Yeah. Mate, you've made $1,000. You're fucking laughing.
We've already got a comment saying...
Man, he's too good.
Nah.
Give the
Walker kicking it out. That's pathetic. Have a crack. It's like, oh my
God, dude.
It's like,
can I say something? Whoever wrote that comment doesn't get rugby league. It's 42-6, bro.
And like, what if
There's
someone
no point differential at play here.
Yeah, and also like, what if someone fucking hurts themselves in that last play or something like that? And what the Roosters have fought so valiantly all year. And then he doesn't kick it out and he's pathetic. You know what I mean? Like, there's one fucking nothing play. It's like, oh my God.
People saying they should have given J-Moz a kick, though.
But no, like, it's...
if you're converting a try, but not a penalty.
That's almost like...
42-6,
It's almost
embarrassing.
it's almost disrespectful to him and embarrassing, because it's like, come on, like, he's going to kick... We're getting towed 42-6, and the last thing is me kicking to get to 8 points, so it's 42-8. Like, that's shit.
You kick the farewell conversion... if it's a conversion for a try that you have to kick.
Absolutely. But like to go from 42-6 to 42-8, that's not good on the end of his legacy.
Ornament.
No.
Not an ornament.
It's, look.
No, ornaments don't do that.
No.
Ornaments are winners.
He would have refused. If they'd offered it to him, he would have said, listen, I'm an ornament, you're not. Back in your box, I'm not doing it.
Stop telling me what to do. You're not an ornament.
Someone wrote, thanks, Latrell. Come on. Oh, my. Like, they're trying to say the reason that Roosters lost is because Latrell hurt Joey Manu.
I mean, look, Joey Manu's good. Is he a 40-point player? No.
Is Joey Manu with 36 points?
Come on now. It's like to blame. Anyway, look, Matt, you know what I think? I reckon Matty John should do more analyst stuff because he is
100%.
outrageously good at it.
He's as good as anyone else. He's the best that Fox has.
Oh, he's the best media
He's
personality.
equal to any of the greats like Joey and Freddie and Sterlo and shit. Like, he's so good.
Completely agree. Take him out of the host seat and get him analysing,
100%. 100%.
which he's obviously doing here.
Could you imagine Fox League without Matty Johns? He is Fox League.
Well, he's the head of it.
If they don't have
guy.
Matty Johns, that whole channel is like...
He's the guy.
He's the dad of Fox League.
He's the dad of Fox Media, footy media, like media personalities. He's the dad.
Yeah.
Maybe Fatty Granddad.
He's had a fucking impressive career.
Oh.
From where he's in the like media specifically, where he's come from,
Yeah.
to where he is now is crazy.
And it hasn't all been easy too. He's had shows that have flopped. He's come back, shows that have flopped, come back again. It's not like
Didn't he have a show on 7?
He had a show on 7.
Yeah.
But like, I think we were saying this before. Him when he's doing his thing with Kronk is the best Kronk is Kronk as an analyst, where he's just talking pure ones and zeros footy, is the best use of Cooper Cronk, as opposed to having him like try to crack jokes with fucking, Blocker and shit.
Sure.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, the new setup that they do that we spoke about that's similar to what we do especially with me and Finchy. Him and Kronk breaking it down, it's fucking hectic, deep insight.
Yeah.
Which is what only great, like, obviously you and Finchy great minds, but they're great minds as well.
Oh, they're greater minds. Fuck me.
But that's why it works, right?
Yeah, fucking oath.
But yours and Finchie's is also like a funny show. It's breaking it down, but it's also like you don't feel like you're fucking...
It's not as serious.
It's not a classroom sort of breakdown, whereas theirs, you've got to be like a rugby league sicko.
Because sometimes I feel like when they had a podcast with like Blocker and Paul Kent, even though it was good, I was like, there's only so many times you can be like, back when I was playing with X player, we fucking punched each other's dicks off or something. I feel like there's only so many times you can talk about the story of punching your mate's dick off.
Yeah. And
we do our best to talk about it as frequently as possible.
Obviously.
Here,
I mean, it's got a lot of legs.
But we stay in our lane.
This is such a hot try.
Even that little bit there.
I can't believe we got that.
See that little bit there that like people aren't going to realise. Like he breaks that line there, and then he basically steps back and away from Tedesco.
Yeah.
Forcing Tedesco to miss the not miss it, but give him enough space to make that pass. Whereas if Teddy keeps going forward at 100 miles an hour there, if Tom goes forward 100 miles an hour there, Teddy tackles him and he doesn't make the pass. Just shit like that is fucking unbelievable.
At speed.
Just
like having that sort of the hip shake.
And he's 100, hip shake, 100 Ks. That's a fucking nut. Oh, that's a nut.
Into Morgan
That's
Harbour.
where the cutout works.
That's where the cutout works. That's divine seed.
And again, that cutout is like, you're only cutting out one man there. It's not like you're having to throw some looping Harbour Bridge motherfucker.
Those looping Harbour
bridges don't work.
They don't. We're very rarely. They've got to be set up. So like, you've got to have it so that let's say we used to play the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs used to always jam in. So you go, okay, winger, I need you to be ready running onto the floater so that it hits you on the chest and you go past that defender and don't give them enough time to turn. Whereas if you do a Harbour Bridge and it's not a set play, they've got too much time to turn.
Like Mitch Moses threw a good Harbour Bridge to Blake Ferguson last Sunday, I think.
Mitch Moses got a good nut on him.
But to your point, I know what you mean. Like, it's got to be
set.
It's got to be set, yeah.
Dylan Walker, impact was fantastic. He took it to another level.
Phenomenal. He's added such another element to Manly's game.
Absolutely.
Kieran Foran is playing, like, he's flying under the radar. But he's having such an impact. Well, at least he did tonight.
Could you imagine Foran in another grand final? That incredible journey. He's gone.
If he wins another comp.
He's literally, like, think about how crazy this is. The Bulldogs, understandably he's injured, the Bulldogs didn't want him to, like, he was willing to take a massive pay cut and the Bulldogs brushed him. And I understand he was injured a lot, but it just shows you that, like, clearly there's a difference in health, like the fitness teams. Clearly there's a difference in setups. If he's been able to play pretty much every game, like, what's the difference? Like, how come he was struggling so much there, but he
was also voted the Bulldogs Player of the Year he left.
Yeah, but
like he was still, and he probably he might have strung together the most games in that final year he had for the Dogs since he'd left Manly. Like, where he was obviously super injury prone, para and Warriors and shit, and with the Dogs. But he started stringing games together and he was playing well. That's why when we signed him, I was like, oh, I love this vibe, getting the boy back to Manly.
I think there was a stat around the games he did play for the Bulldogs as well and their winning percentage. Like, it skyrocketed when he was fit and playing.
I mean, it's unfair. And then you look at the Dogs now and it's like they don't have halves.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that he was willing to take and it just also shows you the difference in training. Like clearly, the health and fitness of Manly. I mean, not clearly, but it would seem that they have better rehab, better training methods than the Bulldogs do because he stayed on the field the whole year. It's not even been close to being an injury. And whereas, like, you look at the Doggies, he was struggling for quite a time. You looked at when he was at the Eels, he struggled. At the Warriors, he struggled. There absolutely is differences. Look at this. Great Josh Morris.
Well done, Josh.
Unbelievable career. Great bloke. Also, make sure, guys, he's got his own beer. Check his page out. I mean, what a fuck. Is he one of the best defensive centers of all time?
I mean, you could definitely make the argument. I would say that sort of an assessment would be something beyond my dribbly capabilities.
Well,
I'm flash, I'm glitter,
vibe?
I'm calm.
Off vibe.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm a vibe guy.
But off vibe, would you say?
Oh, yeah, I'd go off vibe. I'd say he's the best centre of all time.
Like in the moment right now, greatest center of all time.
Killer.
Greatest centre of all time right now. After Jamie Lyon and Brad Parker, obviously.
But
Look at that respect. It's nice stuff.
he was really the only one that showed a semblance of stopping Greg Inglis. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
really,
Yes.
at Origin, everyone else was getting absolutely fucking ursed. And he,
It saddens me to some degree that he didn't win a comp.
yeah, that's
Because
crazy.
he fucking deserved
He deserved one.
God, he deserved one.
He fucking deserved one. And the Roosters, when you see how they've gone this year, had they had their full complement, would have gone fucking close.
Oh my God, man.
Imagine how scary Roosters going to be full strength.
Yeah.
They
Fuck.
fucking scared
Well,
the
but
shit
what
out
I
of me.
mean, but like full strength though is going to look very different now.
Oh, yeah.
Cordner, both Morai, like they're
They've probably got money in the cap, though. They're probably going to get Tarek. I'd assume that if they want Sims, they'll get Tarek. Hot boy Watson off the bench. Ooh.
yeah,
Mate,
they're
got
going to
him
have
stacked,
a fuckload of money.
And Angus Crichton's got a lot of Boyd about him.
Yes, absolutely.
what I mean?
Absolutely.
He's a hot boy.
He's a
Yeah,
hot,
hot
Boyd,
Boyd.
but
I
in
like
terms
that.
in terms of leadership and setting the standard and fucking dominating on an edge, like he's got a fuckload of Boyd about him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And it also, like, he's got everything Boyd has, and he's hot,
Yes.
which helps a lot.
And then Victor in the middle just fucking ripping and tearing and
And then Satili on the other side.
assaulting people.
Their back row's mean as fuck.
Then Kiri coming. Like, Kiri
Kiri's
was
doing a
named for
comeback.
Origin.
Mate, Kiri, fucking, sleep on Kiri, mate. People forget Kiri's in the side. Like,
But it's also interesting now, right? Like you've seen a lot of Drew Hutchison, who I think has done himself a massive fucking favour. Like the way he's played, like the way he's taken his opportunity. Drew's been good. Lockie Lamb, like fucking Walker was coming off the bench. I know he's come back from injury, but like those guys assume they're not. I assume like Hutchison and Lamb are still on contract. So like they've got depth in their halves now as well.
what do you think their halves look like next year?
I reckon they probably look. Preseasons are long, so like Sam Walker, we're gonna see him develop so quickly. You know what I mean? He was so not ready for first grade this year. Like he was because he killed it, but in a perfect world, he would have played 3 or 4 games.
Yeah.
He's not ready for 24 rounds.
No, or he's not ready in the sense that you don't want to affect his growth. You know, if you were like he is ready, like he's definitely an NRL standard player, but if you want him to reach the peaks that he can reach, which can be anything, you want the development to be smooth. So I reckon next year they'll probably go Kiri and Drew Hutchison, and then they'll let Walker just have a whole year probably in reserve grade, just developing his game. Now, don't get me wrong.
Really? That's interesting.
I think so because they're not going to put him at 14. They'll have Connor Watson there. I think that he'll still play like 5-6 games, but. Yeah, you got to like he's only just turned 19, you know.
Yeah.
And like don't get me wrong, if he progresses a lot physically in the off season, let's say he puts on a lot of weight and that,
Some thickness.
I think that honestly my biggest concern with a Walker and Kiri is how they complement each other. I don't know how they will because they're kind of similar-ish, like to an extent. And Cooper Cronk was really good with Kiri because Cooper Cronk was really structured in that, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas Sam Walker isn't. So I wonder, I'm not saying that, this is not saying they can't do it at all. It's just saying, what seemed to work, you look at the Rabbitohs, it's Reynolds, it's Walker. You look at Penrith, it's
Luai.
Cleary. You look at the Storm, like Storm are if you would take any inspiration, it would be Storm by saying, like, look at Hughes and Munster. They're both like ball running pretty much, and yet they seem to get the job done. But I think that's going to be, it's not actually whether Walker is talented enough or whether Keary is talented enough. It's more about how do they complement each other. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with that.
Well, Kempy, do you see this kind of trend of like carrying a playmaker on the bench? Is that something that's going to continue next year, or is that just a bit of a back end of the season thing?
Well, it's more like just carrying a lock playmaker. Yeah. So like Walker, like Dylan Walker is a bigger body. Connor Watson, he's a bigger body. I definitely think they're carrying smaller benches for sure.
Because I mean, like Benji Marshall for Souths, Hines, like all the top 4 teams, it seems. Even Penrith have been carrying like Tyrone May on their bench.
Yeah, definitely. The problem with Walker though, Sam Walker, is he's so fucking
He's
small.
just a halfback.
Yeah,
he's not a ball.
Whereas you look at like Nico Hines, he's quite a bigger body compared to a Walker. But yeah, should be interesting.
Beauty. Fuck, well, look, I think we wrap it up there, gentlemen. It's been a phenomenal evening for anyone that's obsessed with maroon and white and, bleeds maroon and white and wears an eagle on their chest.
It's been a tremendous night, Tom.
It's been true.
Now, I do feel like I'm still in a giving mood and maybe not a dribbler pack, but I reckon we maybe give out a punters and dribblers hat. And Kempy, if you want to give out I don't want to, ask you to do something you don't do, put you on the spot, but a case of bloke to a dribbler in the comments.
Didn't we already give out a case of bloke?
Who to?
If you reach 6,000.
Oh, did we reach it? We didn't reach it.
All right, yeah, sweet.
Fuck those cunts.
If I am being, I guess, honest,
yeah,
a case of beer is quite a bit more expensive than, I feel like I'm giving double.
Than a punters and dribblers hat?
Yeah.
They're worth like 10 grand.
Okay.
So I reckon to even it up, maybe you've got to give away 2 punters and dribblers hats and I'll give away 1 case.
Done. Even though that's gross undervaluing of the punters and dribblers hat.
We give away 20 grand, you give me away like 50 bucks. That's fine. That's
all
fine.
Right. So what do we put an eagle in the comments and we'll pick 2 people. And then Kempy, whatever you would like to have the dribblers put in the comments.
Oh, well, it's all going to one person.
Okay, yeah, right. We'll just go all to one.
Put an eagle in and we'll pick one random eagle.
And we'll pick one and you're going to get 2 punters, dribblers hats and a case of bloke. That's a fucking Friday night for you, especially if you're a Manly fan.
Oh, I tell you what, getting a big win like this and then a fucking $20,000 hat.
2 dribblers packs.
2 hats.
And a case. Holy shit. That sets up your year.
It does.
You don't even need Christmas.
All right, it's going off here. It's going off. Hard to fucking pick someone.
I'll let you pick Tom.
I'll tell you
how
what?
you're picking?
Yeah.
Vibe.
That's it. And I found someone. Tim Cato. Like the name. Cato. Tim.
Good for you,
Tim's a good name. Tim
Congrats,
Cato.
Congrats, Tim.
Congrats, brah. Email dior@hellosport.com.au. That's DYOR @hellosport.com.au. You got yourself 2 punters, dribblers, hats, and a case of bloke.
Send your name and your address.
Yes. But yeah, I think that's a wrap for us, boys. Thanks again for tuning in. Subscribe to the YouTube if you haven't already. Thank you, obviously, to Kempy for having us once more. Greatly appreciated. Thank you to Dave and Matt behind the scenes. Thanks to all of you. Anything I'm forgetting?
Grab a case of bloke in a bar for finals footy.
Grab a case of bloke in a bar. Daniel Ricciardo, please reach out. We'll see you next time.
Go, man.
Oh.